Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of the KOFO Basketball Game of the Week as the Wellsville Eagles host the Burlington Wildcats. Tonight's game, exclusively heard on KOFO.com, is brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, and by Ottawa University, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Adams & Brothers Heating and Cooling, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, the Memory Lane Christmas Light Display, and Arvest Bank. Now let's go courtside for the KOFO Game of the Week. Here's Luke Queen.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's KOFO High School Game of the Week broadcast. Luke Queen here in Wellsville this evening, where the Eagles will host Pioneer League rival the Burlington Wildcats here on Friday night. The final ball games here before the holiday break. Wellsville coming off of a victory on Tuesday night, now 1-3 on the season, defeated Osawatomie off Tuesday to get that first victory. Struggled offensively early on in their first few matchups, played some stiff competition over in Paola at the early season invitational over there, and kind of getting back to, really playing schools your size down here once you get into the Pioneer League, and taking care of business against Osawatomie Tuesday night. So hoping to get another victory and go into the holiday, getting closer to that 500 mark. Of young Wellsville Eagles team this year. Just one senior on the roster right now, and that's going to be kind of to see what happens for the Eagles as they will try to take on this Burlington team. And I'm talking to Burlington Greater Med Jim Hill a little bit here, and battling maybe a little bit of illness and some injuries down there at Burlington as well. They definitely have a much more upperclassmen-led roster, as they have the seniors on their roster, and also quite a handful of juniors to go along with it. Wellsville going to play some freshmen and sophomores, and then again, just the one senior, Bethany Pearson, listed on the roster. And I'm not sure right now if who our starters will be. We're going to try and get that to you. But it should be a fun one here tonight in this Pioneer League matchup. Again, after the girls' contest tonight, we will have the boys in the later game, but a doubleheader from here at Wellsville this evening in the Pioneer League. We'll keep it right here for now, as the team's just under 2 minutes remaining here before introductions, and we get ready to go. For Wellsville, I'm looking out to kind of see who has the shooting shirts off, and assuming that might be our starting lineup for the Eagles here this evening. And as I look at it here, going to have number 1, Claudia Roldan, 5'8" junior. Number 3, 5'8" junior, J.C. Clancy. Number 5, a 5'8" sophomore, Aaliyah Green. Number 10, a 5'8" freshman, Caitlin West. Number 23, 6' junior, Kelsey Johnson. So it'll be Roldan Clancy Green, West, and Johnson will be the starting 5. It appears for Wellsville. I'll get you Burlington as soon as you can, but we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here. We're going to take about a 3-minute break for the national anthem and the introduction, and we'll be back here at Wellsville for the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
This is Walt Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. We have only a short time to make arrangements and take care of countless details. We pride ourselves in directing funerals that are flawless. Dangle & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of two.
Wow, that's
helpful?
very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And welcome back here to Wellsville. Luke Swain with you here for tonight's KOFO High School Game of the Week broadcast. Wellsville will take on Burlington. Girls match up to get us started. Starting lineups being introduced by Bo Spoon. For Wellsville, had a little bit of misconfusion, I do believe, on the starting lineup during introduction. So we'll go ahead and give you Burlington starting lineup. 5'5" senior number 4, Carly Whitworth. She's joined by 5'6" junior Josie Pfeffer. Number 15, 5'10" senior Caden Stobel. Number 25, 5'7" senior number is Madison Corson. And number 20 is a 5'7" junior Harley Young. So for Burlington, it is Whitworth, Pfeffer, Doble, Young, and Corson. And the 5 on the court for the Eagles is number 1, Claudio Roldan. Number 3, J.C. Clancy. Number 5, Aaliyah Green. Number 23, Kelsey Johnson. And number 10, Caitlin West. So Johnson and Doble will jump center. Ball tipped immediately out of bounds, and it was touched by Burlington on the tip, so out of bounds off of Burlington. So it'll be Wellsville that will start with the possession here. Leah Green will throw it into J.C. Clancy, and she'll bring it across and get us going into the front court here. Clancy dribbling out top as Wellsville sets up their offense. Left wing, Green. She'll dribble middle. Trying to get it inside, has the ball poked away from her, and Burlington takes it away with a steal. Pfeffer will bring it across the timeline, kick it over to left wing to Young. Young going to drive baseline shot up off the glass. Tough shot there through traffic, and good. And we've got an immediate whistle and a timeout called here by Wellsville, and a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right through here. Coach Brock Campbell of Wellsville, and like what he saw that first possession there, and trying to get everything gathered back up here for the Eagles to get them started here, trailing 2-0. Just 28 seconds gone. So the first timeout will be charged there to Wellsville. 4 timeouts remaining here for Brock Campbell. So Clancy will dribble across the timeline, man-to-man. High post to Johnson, back to Clancy. Dribble to a right, backdoor cut to Roldan. Roldan took a little bump, but stepped on the inline. And that'll be out of bounds. We'll give it back to Burlington. Good move there by Roldan. Just stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds. Gives the ball to Burlington. High post to Blake. She'll give it off to Whitworth. Whitworth brings it back out and resets the offense for Burlington. Driving is Corson. Kicks it back out. Three-pointer on the way by Whitworth is up, and it is good. Good inside-out game there as Whitworth's able to knock down the three. Quickly 5-0. Clancy drives in, kicks it outside. Green crosses west, out top to Green. Leah Green driving in, little floater, left it short. Johnson got the rebound, tries to kick it back out. It was off the fingertips of Burlington, who did deflect it, so it will stay with Wellsville. Johnson had it underneath, just felt like she was too far underneath the basket to go right back up. Didn't have much space as Burlington collapsed down. Wellsville will reset the offense out top. Green driving in, has it bumped away from her, but she's able to regain control, kick it back out. Loose ball, now we're down on the floor, tie up here, and the alternate possession this time favors Burlington. Clancy went on the drive. Good hands defensively by Burlington to kind of knock that one away, and then everybody to the floor to get the tie-up. Young across the timeline, dribbles to her right. She's going to pull up there, and a whistle and a foul. This one's going to go against Wellsville, and that's going to be Aaliyah Green. It's going to be her first team foul on the Eagles. Be underneath here. Whitworth to trigger it in. To the high post, down inside. Doble will go up off the glass and get the buck. That's Corson inside. That was 25, not 15. So 7-0 Burlington. Clancy along the right side, now dribbles out top. Nobody picks her up. Jason Clancy pulls the trigger from three, unable to draw anything on that. Last touch by Wellsville as it goes out of bounds. And the turnover will get it back to Burlington once again. A little bit of pressure this time. He's shown there by Roldan. Driving into the middle of the lane, had her shot blocked there is Young, but able to get it right back. Now she'll drive baseline, go up off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down and out by Roldan. Roldan will dribble along the right side. Now she'll slow it up, get it back out top to Clancy. Clancy driving, no good, but able to get the offensive rebound. Goes right back up, and the whistle prior to the shot. Clancy kind of fought through that one. Foul is going to go on Whitworth for Burlington. Her first, the team first. Wellsville with it underneath. Get it into Roldan. Now to West. West drives down the right side, kicks it out. Roldan, long two on the way, is good. And that breaks the drought there for Wellsville. Just over 2.5 minutes before their first bucket, but they're on now. Roldan gets the fingertip to that, deflects it. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Burlington. But a good job to step into the passing lane there by Claudia Roldan. Burlington gets it out top to Young. Young dribbles along the right wing, down into the corner. Gepper inside now, kicks it back out to Whitworth. Whitworth going to pull up from 15. Shot on the way is good, and a nice move and a shot there by Carly Whitworth. Ball fake to the left, drove to her right, pulled up from 15 feet off the dribble and drilled it. Leah Green out top for the Eagles. Tries to go to the right. Burlington looks like they're going to just try and shut down that right-hand drive all day long. Macy West into the middle. And a whistle and a foul as she caught it on the drive there. Caitlin West. And the foul is going to go against Burlington on Madison Corton. That'll be her first personal foul. Second team foul on the Wildcats. All kicked in out top, Aaliyah Green. Over to West. West has it taken away from her and saved by Corson there. Up to Young, who will bring it into the front court, dribbling left side. Going to now bring it back out atop the circles. Gets it to Doble. Doble going to try and drive baseline spin move. Shot up off the rim, no good. And Johnson will bring down the rebound for the Eagles. Gives it off to Roldan. Give it over to Aaliyah Green. Now to West. West looks to drive, takes some contact, no whistle, and the ball down on the floor. And we've got a whistle and a tie-up here, and the alternate possession this time will give it back to the Eagles. West on that took a little bit of a bump there, but lost control of the ball and got loose. No whistle on that, and we have the tie-up. Wellsville with it underneath. Clancy inbounds to Johnson, over to Green. Green worked along the right side, kicks it back out top, now swung around the top of the key. Clancy, a look for three, left wing, no good. Johnson trying to save it, but stepped on the inline as she went to extend out for that one, so it will go out to Burlington once again. Harley Young brings it across the timeline. Takes it over to Whitworth. Whitworth down into the corner to double. Burlington swings it around. Young will have a look for three. Pulls the trigger and hits. Young now has 5. It's 12-2 here. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Clancy on the drive. We've got a whistle and a foul here on the drive. A blocking foul. That's going to go on Whitworth. That's going to be her second personal foul. And that's quickly going to get Miranda Meets up off the bench. And we'll check in for Carly Whitworth. Clancy to trigger it in, down underneath. Over somebody, finds the cut there. Rodon shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound down on the ground. Clancy gets it, kicks it up to Aaliyah Green, and Wellsville will reset. Swinging around the top of the key. Has it poked away, loose ball, but Clancy's able to chase it down. We finally have a whistle and some contact for a foul here. And we'll see what the whistle is for there. Foul is going to go on number 10. That's on Meats. That's going to be her first personal foul. 4th team foul. Sanchez will check in here for Wellsville. They inbounds to her to try to go underneath, and the pass intercepted there. And it's back the other way. Comes Meats for Burlington. Over to Young. Young going to take a trigger for three on the left side this time. She hits, and a whistle and a timeout called here by Wellsville. And we'll see what this and another 30-second timeout, but it is quickly 15-2. Burlington on top here with 3 triples here in quarter number 1. So Wellsville has done a nice job, but just unable to get anything going offensively. And then with Burlington knocking down shots, that was a tough shot along the left wing there by Young, but able to knock it down, and it really made a big difference there for the Wildcats. And Clark Young will take it. Corner number 1, and it is Burlington 15 and Wellsville 2. O'Donnell bring this across the timeline. Trying to work to her right side again. Kicks it out. The pass intercepted there by Meats. She kicks it over to Faper, and the shot up is partially blocked there. It'll go out of bounds, and it will stay with Burlington. Good hustle getting back defensively there by the Eagles. It's unable to keep that block shot in play. Pass in, quickly double will pull the trigger from about 15 feet. She'll knock it down. Her first bucket of the ball game, and leads up to 15 here quickly. Right side for Wellsville, now out top to Green. West going to try and drive the right lane, has it poked away, and last touch by the Eagles, so we'll go over to Burlington once again. Young will bring it across the timeline. Nobody out there to pick her up. More of a 3-2 zone look right there. And you can't leave a shooter like Young open. That's her third three. Nobody stepped to her, so she pulled the trigger and knocked it down. West with it on the left side, tries to get it back to rolled on. It was touched, and last touched by Burlington as they knocked it into the backcourt. So Wellsville will have it all the way back underneath their own basket. Get it in. Aaliyah Green will bring it across the timeline. Green Kicks it in the corner to West. Left side going to pull the trigger from 17. It's too strong with the shot. Rebound brought down by Burlington. Over to Young. Young quickly the other way. Gets it up to Doble. Doble stops, pops, and hits from a couple feet away. Nice job there by Cadence Doble as she was able to gather and then go up strong, put it in off the glass. Passed inside, tipped away, but Wellsville able to maintain the possession. Working around the top of the key, West with it. And a whistle and a foul there. This one's going to go on Doble. A little bit of a reach right there. That is her first. And the fourth team foul here on Burlington. Front guard in for Wellsville. And Conkle will come off the bench here to take over for Debble for Burlington. Leah Green will trigger it in. She'll toss it in out top. Runner will run it down. Over to West, right wing. Dribbling to her right now. Turns and comes back. Has a little lane down the right side. She'll take it up and put it in. Nice move there by West. 22-4. Minute 20 remaining here in quarter number one. Pass down inside. Shot up quickly there. Corson, turnaround jumper from 6 feet is good. Hold on into the corner to West. West trying to get it into Berghart. And saved there by Roldan as the pass was a little bit wide, but it went right into the hands of Young. Young quickly the other way. Tries a lob pass in, deflected. But Burlington maintained the possession there. Fetzer will take it. Nobody there to pick her up, so she's going to kick it around. Meeks is going to take a trigger from 3. Too strong with that. And it'll be out of bounds. Last touch. I'm going to say last touch by Wellsville. Must have hit on the baseline before Leah Green grabbed it there. My angle, I was blocked out by the players underneath. 42 seconds remaining. Wellsville with the possession here. Hold on, right side. Backdoor pass intended there for Sanchez was deflected out of bounds. And J.C. Clancy will check back in here as Wellsville maintains possession. Ball underneath their own basket. She's going to replace West. Clancy gets it in here to Roldan. Out to Green along the left side. Low baseline drive. Floater is up. No good, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Aaliyah Green to the free throw line. Pay for her first personal foul. It's the 6th team foul on the Wildcats. First free throw from Aaliyah Green is no good. He has a second coming here. 30 seconds remaining here. Second free throw off the back rim, too strong. Battle for the rebound is taken by Burlington. Quickly the other way. Pass ahead. Pulled the trigger. Favor for 2. No good. A rebound brought down by Clancy. Clancy will bring it across the timeline. 15 seconds to go. Clancy working the right side. Out top to Green. Now swung around to roll down. Van driving down. Gets it to Green. Green, 6-footer, too strong. Chased down by Sanchez. Out to Clancy. Clancy with 3. 2 seconds remaining. Going to try and pull the trigger here. And the horn sounds, no shot. And we've reached the end of quarter number one with the score Burlington 24, Wellsville 4. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com. The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship.
And back here at Wellsville for quarter number 2. Burlington on top 24-4 as we get underway here in quarter number 2. Burlington with the possession. Whitworth down in the corner, guarded by Clancy. Looking to try and get it inside to Debley. Works it back out top over to Young left wing. Thought about the three. Now kicks it back over to Whitworth. Although maybe a little 1-3-1 here. Trigger from the top is Young once again and buries another one. The fourth triple of the ball game there for Harley Young. 14 points already. Quickly the other way, and a shot up there. Rolled on with the bucket. Her second basket, she has 4. 27-6. Down inside, Debley. Up and under move, and a shot up off the glass is good. Nice move there by Debley. Back and forth here quickly to open up play in quarter number 2. And Clancy's shot goes up, whistle, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2, I believe, here. That's going to be on Corson. That's going to be her second personal foul. Meets quickly up off the bench for Burlington. She's going to check back in here. First free throw from Clancy rolls around the rim and off. No good. So Clancy will have a second here. Second free throw is good. Quickly the other way comes the Wildcats. Down into the corner to Meats. Looking inside. Wellsville had that defended well. Out top of Whitworth. Good step through. Pulls up from 15. No good. Rebound fought for there, and it's West for Wellsville that'll pull it away. Gets it to roll down. Working along the right side. Has it knocked away, but Clancy chases it down. Now Clancy will dribble out top. It's a high ball screen. Going to work to her right. Tries to step through, shot up off the glass, no good. Johnson had the rebound, had her arm hit and knocked away, and a whistle will be a foul here against Burlington. That's going to be on number 15, Debley. That's going to be her second. It's the 8th team foul here on Burlington. Johnson at the free throw line to shoot 1-1. First free throw on the way is good. She earns the second. Olivia Bang's going to check in here for Burlington. She's going to replace Debley in those 2 personal fouls. Second free throw on the way. This one off the back rim, no good. West gets the rebound. There was some contact up top. Unable to keep her feet as she got that rebound. Went to the floor. Will be called for the traveling violation. Burlington gets the ball back. They're going to work it across the timeline here. High post in favor. And we've got a whistle. Penalty violation, so that's going to be ball back over to the Eagles. Clancy across the timeline. Working along the right side. Tried to hit. Well, not on the back door. Hold on. Stopped her run, then able to chase it down and save it. Tried to get it in the hands of Johnson, but Burlington took it away. Go quickly the other way is Young. Young takes it up strong. Clancy tried to go up and contest and block that, and she'll be whistled for the foul. That's her first personal foul. It's just the second team foul on Wellsville here in the first half. Young, first free throw on the way is good. Young toes the strike for the second. Shot on the way, and it's also good. Really Young. That was 16 of the Burlington 31. Clancy, left wing to West. Dribble back out. Gets it to Aaliyah Green. Green going to work the right side. Floater on the way, no good. And we have a whistle and a foul. Maybe on the drive. And that's going to go on Burlington number 4, and that's going to be on Whitworth. Carly Whitworth, her third personal foul. It's the 10th team foul. So Aaliyah Green with 2 free throws here. The first one's up off the rim, no good. And the substitution coming in here is Rachel Hernandez. She's going to replace Whitworth. Second free throw by Green. This one is good. Aaliyah in the scorebook now. First point for Herb. Quickly the other way. Down inside, shot up quickly, no good. Offensive rebound by Burlington. Vienna shot no good, knocked away. Burlington able to get another opportunity here. Meet ball fake, but shuffled her feet there as she went to make her move. Will be whistled for the traveling violation. Over back to the Eagles. Well, across the timeline. Burlington trying to extend the defense here. The pass intended for West. She kind of took away from that, and it went off of her fingertips, so a turnover right back to Burlington. And Harley Young, the point guard here for Burlington, brings it across the timeline. Works right, left side. Over to Hernandez. Going all the way around. Young going to drive baseline. Shot goes up from 10 feet, no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to send her to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Easy. On number 1, that's rolled on. Young's free throw on the way is pure. It's the third team foul on the Eagles. Second free throw on the way is another make there for Young. Clancy will bring it across the timeline. It's a high ball screen from Johnson. Looks for the roll there. Nothing. Gets it in the corner to West. West picks up her dribble, tries to pass across court, and it's deflected, and then we have a whistle and a foul, and I believe this is going to go again on Claudia Roldan, which is her second, 4th team foul here on the Eagles. Well, given into Young. She'll bring it in, dribble out between the circles. As his left wing. Little dribble handoff action here for Burlington. To Sanchez. She's going to get it over to Meeks. And Meeks shuffled her feet there is what's going to be whistled for. And so that will get it back to Wellsville one more time. And Bangs will check out here for Burlington. And the 21, Victory Consols comes on. Clancy has it off the foot of Young. It'll be chased down in backcourt there by Green. He'll get it up to Roldan. Picks up her dribble, tries to get it over to Green, knocked away there by Young. Goes out of bounds to stay with the Eagles. Checking in number 14, Josie Vance here for Wellsville. Eagles have it underneath their own basket. From top to Johnson, over to Clancy. Clancy at the left elbow. Going to try to drive. Shot goes up. No good, but a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go on number 20, Young. That's going to be her first personal foul. It's a 2-shot foul here. As J.C. Clancy will step to the free throw line for Wellsville. Shot on the way is good. Got 4:17 remaining here in the first half. Burlington on top 33-10. Second free throw by Clancy is also good. She's 3 of 4, hit her last 3. Quickly the other way, pass to Meeks. On top, Young. Young again left open, pulls the trigger and hits once again. Harley Young, 5 first half 3-pointers. She now has 21 points here just in the first half, and we just hit the 4-minute mark remaining here in quarter number 2. Wellsville working around the top of the key. Aaliyah Green driving baseline. She'll take it up. No good on the shot, but a whistle and a foul is going to send her to the free throw line. And this is going to go on Meeks. That's going to be her second personal foul. Again, we're already in the double bonus. 2 fouls for Meeks, Corson, Debley, and 3 for Whitworth. Brungart will check in, replace Johnson, along with West. He's going to replace Golden. Free throw by Green is no good. And quickly the other way, and the trigger is pulled there by Hernandez, and she knocks down the 10-footer. And we've got a 38-11 score. All on the left wing for West Wellsville. Cross court there to Vance. Vance on the drive, shot up off the glass, no good. Brugard gets the rebound. Her shot blocked into the hands of Hernandez. He's going to bring it quickly into the front court for Burlington. Tries to pass inside, a little bit low. Tough handle there. And we've got a whistle and a foul going to go here. Foul was called there, 21 red on Conklin. But no free throws that time. Must have been an offensive variety. In control, Wellsville. Vance able to keep from going in the backcourt. Picks up her dribble out top. And they're going to have a jump ball here. It's going to stay with Wellsville in the alternate possession. I'm a little confused there as to why we didn't have any free throws if we had a foul. I couldn't quite see what the foul was about. Clancy to trigger it in. Throws it in, and Vance unable to bring that one down. And the other way goes Burlington in favor with a shot up off the glass. Her first bucket. Burlington out to a big lead now, 29 points, 40-11. Clancy out top, kicks it into the corner. Green triggers a three, no good. Loose ball rebound down on the floor. Vance had her hands on it, pops free, and it's favor the other direction. Cross-court pass, she was trying to find Meeks. It was just a little bit behind her, unable to bring that one in. And out of bounds, turnover back to Wellsville. Clancy will bring it into the front court for the Eagles. And it's knocked away by Young. Young going to drive the other direction, and she's fouled as she goes up for the shot. No good, but that's going to send her to the free throw line to shoot two. It's going to be on Clancy for Wellsville. Her second personal foul. It's the team's fifth. Arlie Young's first free throw on the way is good. Well, then Jim checking back in. She'll replace Green. Johnson in for Wellsville. Going to replace Brungard. Shot by Young, and this one's no good, but the offensive rebound brought down by Burlington, gone up there. Johnson gets the block shot, and the other way come the Eagles. Vance drives right side, kicks it back out top to Clancy. Clancy dribbles between the circles, now works to the left side, going down inside, trying to get it to Johnson, and a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Conkle, and that's going to be her second. And that's going to send J.C. Clancy to the free throw line to shoot two more. Clancy's first free throw is good. Olivia Bangs will check back in. She's going to replace Gentry Conkle with those two personal fouls. Second free throw by Clancy is good. She's got 5 of 6 now from the line, 5 points for her. A bit of pressure here by Roldan. She needs to be careful there. Young finds some space, pulls the trigger, finally misses a three, but Burlington able to chase down the rebound. Meets back to Young. Young will dribble it out top, get it over to Faber. Faber kind of found a little bit of open space there, was looking to make a pass initially, and then saw some space, tried to start the drive, but shuffled her feet, maybe took a little bit of an extra half step there, so the turnover back to the Eagles. Bill will try and trim this lead down a little bit here before the half. Drive by Roldan, and a whistle and a traveling violation. A good heads there, good help defense on that play by Olivia Bangs to come out and kind of shut down that lane. Minute and 20 seconds remaining here as Burlington will come back across the timeline. Bangs out top. Works to her right. Kicks it into the corner there, but it passed a little bit too high, and Hernandez unable to bring that one down. It goes out of bounds, and we'll go back to Wellsville. Leah Green will check in here for J.C. Clancy of the Eagles. Green across the timeline. Left wing to West. West out top, Vance. Vance going to pull the trigger on a three just off the side of the rim. West tried to save that one for Wellsville, and then it was out on the sideline. Good effort there by Caitlin West. Just unable to direct it back into the middle. Burlington the other direction. Shot up off the glass. Tough shot there by Favor. And she will turn around fadeaway from about 8 feet over the outstretched hands there of Johnson. Right side rolled on, going to drive baseline. Shot up, no good. Aaliyah Green, the offensive rebound. She'll quickly go back up with it, no good. Johnson gets the rebound and puts a shot up. And they're going to say it got up and hit the top of the backboard, out of bounds. 32 seconds remaining here in the first half. Meets, gives it back to Hernandez. Hernandez left wing, Young. She's got to look at three again. This one rolls off. Wellsville will bring the rebound down. Good rebound there by Caitlin West. Green up to roll down. She's going to drive. Shut down there by Banks. And then dumps it inside, and it's just off the fingertips of Johnson. With 8 seconds remaining into the front court, try to get the ball to Young. Young has it. She's going to pull the trigger on 16. No good. And the sit back right before the buzzer is good. That's Favor that'll get credit for the bucket there. And we have reached halftime here at Wellsville with Burlington on top, 45-13. We're going to take a break. We'll send it back to the studio. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on all the halftime statistics from here at Wellsville. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship.
Deer usually travel in groups, so if you see one cross the road, there may be others ready to bolt in front of your vehicle. Always be aware and be careful of deer nearby. A reminder from your friends at CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Where do you go when you need your ring repaired, sized, or you're missing a stone and you have no idea where to get it fixed? Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. When it comes to jewelry, we make shopping local even more convenient. We'll make repairs quickly and get your ring back on your finger where it belongs. We'll take the time to help you find the right size stone for your ring and your budget to replace the one you lost. It's all about taking care of you, our customer and friend. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
And back here at Wellsville, Luke Queen with you here this evening. We're at halftime of the varsity girls contest. Burlington on top, 45-13 here at the half. They outscore Wellsville 24-4 in quarter number one, and then 21-9 in quarter number two to get this big halftime advantage, 32-point lead in the first half. Leading the way for Burlington is Harley Young. She's got 22 points in the first half, 5 for 7 from 3 in that first half. She's also 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Well, a big first half there for the junior guard for Burlington. 6 points for Caden Debling. 6 points also for Josie Favor. 5 points for Carly Whitworth. 4 points for Madison Corson, and 2 for Rachel Hernandez. For Wellsville, they were led in the first half by J.C. Clancy with 5. 2 points for Claudia Roldan, 1 point for Aaliyah Green, and 1 point also for Kelsey Johnson. Wellsville has struggled here early on in the season, getting into their offense and getting and scoring baskets, and that is no different tonight. Burlington coming out with some good defense to really kind of make it tough on the Lady Eagles to try and get into their offense. And, you know, Wellsville playing against a veteran club like Burlington, a lot of seniors and juniors and seniors on the team. Wellsville, a lot of freshmen and sophomores and juniors on the team. Just one senior, Bethany Pearson, not shooting tonight. It just is hard for them to try to build something. Coach Brock Kimmel trying to get things going, trying to get Wellsville into the system and grow into this game. That's what happens with young teams for sure. And they're taking on a very experienced, solid Burlington club here this evening. Biggest problem for Burlington in that first half, 3 first-half fouls for Carly Whitworth, 2 apiece for Cadence Debley, Addison Corson, Miranda Meats, and Gentry Conkle, all with 2 personal fouls. So Wellsville able to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 on a regular basis in that second quarter, trying to get the drive and use that to get to the line, see if they can create some offense that way. Burlington doesn't use that full court pressure, but does put a pretty good pressure once the ball crosses half court. They try and force you to do what they want you to do, and that's been a lot of going to the left to try and avoid that strong right hand. Is pushing Wellsville to their left and trying to keep them from getting into their offensive sets. And they have done just that in this first half, again leading by 32 at 45-13. Well, we're going to take another break. We'll send it back to the studio for another 2 minutes. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week halftime show here on KOFO.com.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort Shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Supporting local teams helps bring local communities together, and that benefits everyone. That's why we're proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing compassionate care when you need it most. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
This is Derek Chappell, Senior Marketing Consultant at KOFO, and this is not a commercial for one of our advertisers. It's a thank you from all of them and us for shopping local this holiday season. When you do, the money stays in our community, which helps everyone, especially your friends and neighbors who own these local businesses. When you visit one of our advertisers, thank them for sharing their message and letting you know that you can get what you're looking for conveniently right here in your own backyard. We're just glad to help connect the two of you. Shop local, shop often this holiday season. And thank you from KOFO and our advertisers.
And back here at Wellsville, Luke Queen with you here this evening. Still at halftime here of varsity girls contest. Burlington coming in at 3-1 on the year has put it to the 1-3 Wellsville Eagles here this evening so far. Outscored Wellsville 24-4 in the opening quarter, and then 21-9 in quarter number 2. It's 45-13. Burlington on top of the host Wellsville Eagles here this evening. We're also going to have the varsity boys contest after this, and we expect a good one. Usually between Wellsville and Burlington, we see a lot of really close, really good basketball games. Maybe a little bit of try and get revenge. Wellsville this fall able to knock off Burlington in football for the first time in 4 years, and make Burlington trying to come here and return the favor in basketball, but they're going to have to go up against all-state caliber player and a young man that had a big night on Tuesday, Jimmy Dorsey, 38 points, 21 rebounds on Tuesday night. Going to try and repeat that performance to keep Wellsville rolling as they will take on the Wildcats in our second ball game. But we're going to have another half of the girls here this evening. Wellsville, like I said earlier, is very, very young, trying to get things going with that young group. They just one senior on the roster, 4 juniors listed on the roster, and freshmen and sophomores all over, and going to get some playing time. Are those freshmen and sophomores for sure? Already started that. We've seen with the Caitlin West freshman in the starting lineup, but just have to get things going. Do the Wellsville Eagles. We've got about 35 seconds until we go get ready for the second half. Teams meeting in front of their benches here with their coaches for their final instruction here as they get ready to go out for the second half. And we'll see Wellsville can get things going just a little bit here in half number 2, or if Burlington will continue there. Again, there was a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. Nothing too scary as go into the second half. Anybody with just 2 or less is really not in foul trouble. The only person with 3 was Carly Whitworth for Burlington. But we'll see how she plays in the second half. She is going to come out in the starting lineup. It's going to be Whitworth meets Favor, Debley, and Corson, the starting 5 here in the second half. Starters back out for the Eagles. Rolled on Clancy, Green, West, and Johnson. Into the corner for Burlington, and start with possession here down inside, and that is going to be Debley. He's going to go up and finish there. Good strong move on the block, a good set play coming out of the half. Clancy gets into the lane, a little runner there, and the shot up and in. Nice move by J.C. Clancy. She broke down her defender, went by, and then a nice step through to get the shot up off the glass. He's with it out top, going inside. That's down to Corson. Corson, a nice block-to-block pass there from Debley to Corson. And the shot up off the glass is good. On to the left corner, Green, and try and get it inside to Johnson. Deflected initially, and high up there. No, actually, apparently when both players had their hand on the ball, Johnson had her foot on the baseline, so it'll be out of bounds and back to Burlington. Whitworth brings it across, gets it to Debley, and pass inside. Corson turnaround over Johnson, no good. Off the hands of saves there by Roldan. Thought it was going out of bounds. Burlington gets it. Corson's turnaround shot's left short, and loose ball rebound, and it finds the hands there of Caitlin West for Wellsville. Eagles will bring it across the timeline, set up their offense once again. Clancy going to work on the left-hand side. Turn around, going to try and lob it inside to Johnson. Johnson unable to hang on to that pass, and it'll be a tie up here. We'll stay with Wellsville. As Favor tied her up as she tried to pull it away. Brunghart will check in here for Johnson for Wellsville. Inbounds to Maggie Brunghart. Over to West. West going to try and drive there. Good defense by Debley. Debley had kicked it out. Aaliyah Green looked for three. Shot too long, no good. And the rebound brought down by Whitworth for Burlington. Whitworth going to bring it across the timeline into the corner. Thought about the three by Favor, but she gets it out top to Meats. Meats works to her left. Now kicks it over to Debley. Debley on the right wing. Looking for the backdoor cut. Nothing there. She's going to drive baseline right side. He puts a shot up off the glass and in. Debley into double figures. She now has 10 after that bucket, and it's 51-15. 5:50 remaining here in quarter number 3. Little handoff. Clancy to Green. Pass back to Clancy is stolen away, and Burlington will head the other direction. Meets with it. She'll get it back to Favor. Favor left wing to Whitworth. Ball fake. Steps in. Thought about the jumper, but no good. And now we've got a whistle on a foul going to go against Wellsville. The pass was intended for Debley. It's going to be on Clancy. That's going to be her third personal foul. Harley Young will check back into the ballgame. She's going to replace Whitworth here for Burlington. Third foul on Clancy, the first team foul here of the second half on either school. Burlington will get it into Young. Young working out top. Corson looks for Meats backdoor, kicks it back out. Favor going to have a good look for three. It's just off the side rim, no good. And we've got a whistle on a foul here on the rebound attempt. Debley had good position there. That's going to go against Wellsville. That's going to be on Brunghart. That's her first personal foul. Second team foul here on the Eagles. Able to get it in quickly. Corson shot partially blocked. No good. Rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by Burlington. So back to Wellsville. Corson had a good look, but Wellsville able to alter that shot enough. Clancy across the timeline. Dribbles between the circles. Gets a screen from Brunghart. They try to roll that. It's deflected and taken away there by Burlington. Favor quickly up to Corson. Corson tried to go block to block there to Debley, but it was poked away by Roldan. And it's out of bounds, staying with Burlington underneath their own basket. Favor will play it in, gets it into Corson. Down inside, it's going to be Debley. Shot up off the glass, no good. And the rebound will be brought down by Aaliyah Green for Wellsville. He rolled on with it. Tries to get it into Brunghart there, off her fingertips, but ran down by Green. Green's pass over to Clancy, and we've got a jump ball here. Going to stay with Wellsville. Whitworth will check back in here quickly. Favor will have a seat here for Burlington. Johnson going to check back in. She's going to replace Brunghart. Will trigger it in right in front of their own bench here, down in front of us. Into Johnson in the corner. They hand it off to Clancy. Clancy going to try and drive baseline. We've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul here. That's going to go against Corson. And for Corson, that'll be her third personal foul. It's the first team foul of the half on Burlington. Wellsville gets it in, has it knocked away. Burlington going to come away with it, head the other direction. Now Wellsville trying to create a steal there. We've got a whistle and a jump ball going to be called here. Alternate possession this time will go over to Burlington. Burlington will throw it in here, 94 feet from their basket. Get it into Young. Young guarded there by Roldan. Roldan doing a nice job here of kind of trying to slow things down. Young finds Whitworth on the back door. Shot up off the glass is in. Good backdoor cut there by Whitworth, and a good find by Harley Young. Bill brings it into the front court. Still man-to-man here by Burlington. Clancy gives it off to Roldan. Over to Clancy, left wing. Looking to get it down into Johnson, fronted down there. Clancy going to drive baseline, puts a shot up off the glass. Tough shot, good finish there by Clancy. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, 53-17 Burlington. Debley has it at the high post, right elbow. She'll go by her defender, put the shot up from about 6 feet off the glass and in. Debley with 6 points here in the quarter. She has 12. 55-17. Roldan over to West. West looking inside. Going to try and drive. Nothing there. Pick it up. Try to get it back out to Clancy, right wing. Out top to Green. Green going to try a runner from about 10 feet. No good, but a whistle and a foul is going to send her to the free throw line. That's going to go against Young. That's going to be her second, the team second. Leah Green at the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw by Green. It rolls around the rim and off. No good. Tonka will check back in to replace Madison Corson. Second free throw by Aaliyah Green is up and good. Rose Sanchez will check in here for Wellsville. She's going to replace Aaliyah Green. Burlington will get it into Meats. Back to Whitworth. She'll bring it across the timeline, get Burlington into their offense. Going to go with a lob pass over the top, trying to get it there to Debley, but it was too high. Debley just out of her reach. Roldan will bring it across the timeline for the Eagles. Works along the right wing, guarded there by Meats. Trying to drive baseline. Meats does a nice job there, and we've got a whistle. We're going to have an offensive foul here called against Roldan, and that's going to be her third personal foul, the third foul on the Eagles. Not a whole lot of contact there. Thought they were just going to have a play on, but the officials saw it differently. Young out top, takes a little contact, drives in the middle of the lane, puts up a tough shot. Debley with the offensive rebound and the stick back. It was a tough shot there by Harley Young. Might have been a little off balance after the contact, but a nice job by Debley to crash the boards and get the stick back there. Clancy dribbles out top for somebody to get open to pass off to West. Sets her a little screen. Clancy goes ahead and pulls the trigger for 3. She knocks it down. That puts her into double figures. She has 12, 57-21. That's Debley. Free throw line extended on the right wing. Gets it down inside to Meeks. Meeks shot up off the glasses in. Good turnaround, quick trigger there by the senior Miranda Meeks for Burlington. She gets her first bucket on that one. We've got a whistle and a foul here. Away from the ball on the screen, kind of running through that one. I believe it's going to go on Debley. It will. That's her third personal foul. The third team foul here on Burlington. Gracie Burke and Rachel Hernandez are going to check in here for Burlington as Debley and Meeks will take a seat. Also will throw it in on the far sideline. Get it in out top to Roldan. Right side here to Sanchez. Sanchez back out. Roldan. Roldan tries to drive, gets into the middle of the lane, partially blocked, able to get the shot up off the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. The last touch by Wellsville. Chelsea Johnson able to get her hands on that one, but had it kind of knocked away. I believe it ended up going off of her foot and out of bounds. Tough luck there. Battling against a couple Wildcats for that one. Young will bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Burks at the left elbow. Finds the cut there, but the shot partially blocked by Hernandez. And last touch as it goes out of bounds by Burlington. It helped defense that time by the Eagles. Roldan going quickly. Gets by her defender. Shot up and in. Good shot there by Roldan for 2. Claudia Roldan now has 4. Other way to Young. Young pulls up from about 10 feet, takes a bump. No good on the shot, but a whistle And the foul is going to send her to the free throw line. Going to go on number 10, Caitlin West for Wellsville. Her fourth team foul. And at the line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way is good. Casey Clancy will check back in here for Wellsville. She's going to replace Simone Sanchez. Second free throw by Harley Young is also pure. She has 24 points tonight. She's going to have a seat here. Checking in for her will be Lillian Garrow. Clancy across the timeline. Works to her left, gives it off Roldan. Roldan's driving and shuffled her feet there as she tried to make her stop and pivot there, looking to try and dump it off underneath. Foot slipped just a little bit there. The turnover will give it back to the Wildcats. High post, Burke. She'll turn, bounce it off her foot as she had it maybe knocked out of her hand just ever so slightly. That's the Conkle into Hernandez, and a nice shot up off the glass there by Hernandez. She has her second bucket of the night, 4 points now, 45 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3, 63-23. Clancy driving baseline, dumps it off other side. Roldan shot up and in, and a whistle and a foul is going to send her to the line for the opportunity of a three-point play. The foul going to go against Hernandez. It's going to be her first, and the team's fourth on Burlington. Had a quick delay there. I think the wrong number was read there by the scores table. Free throw by Roldan is around the rim and in, so she completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Quickly ahead the other direction. Stolen away by Clancy. A nice job there by J.C. Clancy getting back quickly on defense. Going to try and go the other way. And we've got a whistle and a foul here. It's going to be a blocking foul. Going to be called here against Burlington. That's going to be Whitworth's fourth personal foul. It's the fifth team foul. Wellsville with 27 seconds. We're going to try and get this in. Hand it off. Leah Green underneath. Baseline pass. Roldan. She's going to pull up from 6 feet. No good. Green, the offensive rebound, sit back up, no good. Rebound brought down this time by Whitworth for Burlington. Quickly ahead as she tries to hit Burke in stride, but just let her just a little bit too much. It'll go out of bounds back over to the Eagles. 10 seconds remaining here. Eagles will bring it across the timeline. Probably have one final shot of the third quarter. Out top, Roldan. She's going to try and work to her right. 2 seconds remaining. Going to have to pull the trigger. It was blocked there by Whitworth, and no shot will be taken by Burlington. So we've reached the end of quarter number 3. It's Burlington 63, Wellsville 26. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship. The KOFO Sports Guide is the best way for you to follow your favorite high school or Ottawa University teams throughout the year. Football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, baseball and tennis, track, golf, softball, and more. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa Bike and Trail, Franklin County Attorney's Office, Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, and Crown Realty, Ottawa. You can also find the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Play ball! And back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you here for the KOFO High School Game of the Week. We're headed to the fourth quarter. It is Burlington 63, Wellsville 26. Wellsville will start with possession here in quarter number 4. Burlington outscoring Wellsville again that quarter, this time just 18-13. Wellsville doubling up their first half output there in quarter number 3 as they were able to get some things going to the basket a little bit better. Burlington dropping out a little bit of their pressure here in the half court. They were up high early on. They are in a man-to-man defense here. Right wing, it's Aaliyah Green for Wellsville. It's a screen. Guarded there by Debley. Gets it over to West, and West shuffled her feet there, drug her pivot foot a little bit. She'll be whistled for the traveling violation, so it'll turn it over to Burlington. Harley Young across the timeline. Works to her right, Debley. Debley going to try and drive past. Shot up off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound is last touched by Burlington. Corson tried to go in to get that one and was just able to get a hand on it and punch it away. Clancy will bring this across the timeline here for Wellsville. Right wing, Aaliyah Green. Green gets a screen, looking to try and dump it down inside. Nice defense there as Harley Young steps through to intercept that one. Kick it cross court to Favors. Back to Meets into Young. She's going to pull the trigger, another three. No good on this one. As Debley gets the offensive rebound, goes right back up, and she is fouled and going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul is going to be on Roldan. That will be her fourth personal foul, and the fifth team foul here on Wellsville. Debley to shoot two. Free throw on the way, and this one rolls off the rim, no good. Vance will check back in here for Wellsville. She's going to take over for Roldan. Conkle's set to check in. She's coming in for the shooter, so she'll have to wait here for Debley. Try and make this one. Shoot on the way is off the back rim, no good. Long rebound chased down by Debley outside the three-point line. She'll get it back off to Young. Back to Debley. Outside the three-point line, left wing. Ball fake. She's going to drive in. Shot up off the glass. No good. Debley comes down awkward. Corson, though, on the backside gets the offensive rebound and the stick back. Debley kind of favoring that ankle just a little bit here by 39. Looks like close to substitutions coming in here for Burlington. West on the drive, and a whistle and a traveling violation. Looks like she might have had that one knocked away from her momentarily. But as she grabbed it, she was on her, standing on both feet, and then went down to one. Whitworth, Hernandez, Giroux, Madison Corson stays on the floor. I think I did miss one. Conkle also able to get in on that whistle. Corson with it. It's to Whitworth. Whitworth stepped through. Little floater from about 8 feet up and in. Nice shot there by Harley Whitworth for Burlington. Clancy across the timeline, guarded by Whitworth. Whitworth tries to force her to the left, kicks it over to West. It's a Vance pass intended from Vance on the cross court over towards Clancy, intercepted, and Whitworth goes up and shot is blocked there by Vance. It'll go out of bounds, staying with Burlington underneath their own basket. Over 30 here in the fourth, so the clock continues to roll. Whitworth looking to get it in. She'll get it into Corson. Now to Conkle. Now Hernandez. Whitworth down inside Corson. Turnaround shot up. No good. Battle for the rebound is going to be last touch by Burlington. It was close there. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 67-26. Clancy, pull up, thought about the 15-footer, kicks it over. Vance going to have a look for three. It's on the way, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Burlington. Get it to Rachel Hernandez, right wing. She's going to go down inside, try to get it into Conkle, and the Conkle shot up off the glass is good. First bucket there for Gentry Conkle of the night. Nancy comes up. Nobody steps out. She pulls the trigger on the three. It rolls off. No good. Rebound brought down by Rachel Hernandez. Quickly the other way to Conkle. Conkle goes up, has the shot blocked away. It finds the hands there of Giroux, and her shot goes up no good, but a whistle and a foul going to go against Wellsville. That's going to be on number 10, Caitlin West. That is her second 6-team foul, but it's a two-shot foul here for Giroux. First free throw on the way, rolls around the rim and out, no good. Burke and Bangs will check in here. Whitworth and Corson will go ahead and have a seat here for Burlington. Giroux, second free throw. This one is good. Right through. Nothing but net on that one. 70-26. Clancy working right side. Stops, kicks it out to Vance. Vance on the right wing. Gets it back to Clancy in the right corner. Clancy looking for somebody there. Gets a little screen from Green. Clancy going to try and drive that right baseline. Steps underneath. Pass deflected. Gets it back. Kicks it out. Aaliyah Green, three-pointer on the way. Rolling around the rim and out. No good. And the rebound picked up by the Burlington Wildcats. Hernandez, bring it forward. She'll get it to Bangs. Bangs, turnaround, quick jumper up and in. A nice job there by Olivia Bangs to catch, turn, and shoot quickly and knock it down from about 8 feet. First bucket for Olivia Bangs. Putting back in. 5 new subs coming on for Wellsville here. We've got 1:45 remaining. Clancy on the drive. Puts a shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul. I believe is going to send her to the free throw line. It's going to be Giroux. That is her first. 16 foul on Burlington, but it's a 2-shot foul here as Clancy will toe the stripe. First free throw by J.C. Clancy is up and good. Got Rachel Pio, Faith Farrar, Callie Green on here. He's still sitting down underneath where I can't read the number. Clancy's second free throw, no good, so they'll have to wait to come in. Also, Kaylee Fletcher checking in. Giroux brings it back out. It's to Conkle. Hand off there to Bangs. Bangs, get over to Giroux. Giroux with a look for three. Rolls off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound in. The stick back is up and in. And for Burke, that is her first bucket. And now we've got a whistle and a quick timeout here. Substitution-wise, coming in is Lauren Turner. 30 seconds remaining here, so the timeout was just substitution. Turner with it here. As it poked away momentarily, ball down on the ground. Waiting for the whistle. We're going to get it here. The alternate possession will give it over to Burlington. 15 seconds with the running clock here, and this will probably be the end of it here as the Burlington Wildcats don't even need to cross half court. So the final score from here at Wellsville in the girls contest is going to be Burlington 74 and Wellsville 27. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, I'll get you the statistics for this ball game here as Wellsville falls to 1-4 and Burlington improves to 4-1. But we're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with our post-game stats from here at Wellsville. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And back here at Wellsville High School, where the Wellsville Eagles were defeated by the Burlington Wildcats in the girls varsity contest by a final of 74-27. Wellsville falling to 1-4 on the season with the loss. 4-1 now for the Burlington Wildcats girls varsity team. Leading the way for Burlington, Harley Young, the junior, had 24 points, 22 in the first half, 5 3-pointers. She was 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 24 points for her. Joining her in double figures is Cadence Debley. She had 14, 9 points for Carly Whitworth, 8 points for Madison Corson, 6 points for Josie Favor. 4 points there for Gentry Conkle, 2 apiece for Miranda Meats. Conkle had 2 points. Rachel Hernandez had 4. Olivia Bangs with 2. Gracie Burke with 2. A lot of scoring there for Burlington. Leading the way for the Wellsville Eagles, J.C. Clancy had 13. 7 points for Claudia Rolden, and 2 points for Aaliyah Green, and 1 point for Kelsey Johnson. But it was all Burlington here tonight. They jumped out early, 24-4 after the first quarter, and never looked back as they improved to 4-1 with the win. Wellsville falls to 1-4. Well, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the pregame show for the boys contest here in about 6 or 7 minutes. But we're going to send it back to the studio for now. Thank you for tuning in to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, and by Ottawa University, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, the Memory Lane Christmas Light Display, and Arvest Bank. For more information about our next KOFO Game of the Week broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of the KOFO Basketball Game of the Week as the Wellsville Eagles host the Burlington Wildcats. Tonight's game, exclusively heard on KOFO.com, is brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, and by Ottawa University, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, the Memory Lane Christmas Light Display, and Arvest Bank. Now let's go courtside for the KOFO Game of the Week. Here's Luke Queen.
And welcome back here to Wellsville High School. Luke Queen with you here, getting ready for varsity boys action here in the Pioneer League. Wellsville hosting Burlington here tonight. Wellsville and Burlington kind of have some similarities going on as this season has opened up. Wellsville, a couple really close losses, and when they win, Wellsville has won by over 30 points in each of their games, winning 78-43 over Osawatomie on Tuesday night. Also defeated Fort Scott in the Paola tournament 77-45, but in their losses, a 46-45 loss to Perry Lecompton and a 47-43 loss to 4A Paola. Burlington kind of the same MO in their games, as they've had 3 losses on the season and by a grand total of just 8 points for those 3 losses. They have a win under their belt as they took care of business against Iola on Tuesday night. So we're a couple teams trying to have that momentum as they head into the holiday break here on this Friday evening. Wellsville going to send Des Witten, Jimmy Dorsey, Willie Dorsey, Dylan McCarty, and Jake Berg out as the starters here this evening for the Eagles. For Burlington, it'll be Anderson, Kuhlman, Smith, Wagner are 4 of the 5 stars. Not sure who the 5th is quite yet, but looks like we'll get that to you as soon as we can. Both teams trying to just get that win there before a holiday break and see if they can get some things going. Have a good taste in your mouth going into the holiday season. Just a couple minutes away from tip-off here at Wellsville. We expect a up-and-down ball game between these two schools. When things get going, you expect up-and-down action for sure. Wellsville in the past has used a lot of that pressure defense. They like to get out in transition. And then again, all-state caliber performer Jimmy Dorsey trying to see if he can continue what he got started on Tuesday night. Very impressive. One of the most impressive stat lines I've seen. 38 points and 21 rebounds in that big win over the Osawatomie Trojans on Tuesday night. Burlington going to try and come in and spoil the party here this evening. As both these two Pioneer League schools who battle things out on a regular basis, usually at the top of the Pioneer League. And this is the first of 2 between these two schools this year. If I can figure out, I know it's not for quite a while. It isn't back at Burlington until February the 8th. So here before the holiday break, and then they won't see each other for, a month and a half. And so, things could change by then, but what they've got going here in this first one will be a fun one between Wellsville and Burlington. Well, we're going to take a quick 60-second timeout as they go through player introductions to get us ready to go. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. The people who work at Dangle & Son are committed to the families we serve. We work together as a team to attend to every detail. Dangle & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort Shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
And welcome back here to Wellsville. Luke Queen with you here this evening as the Wellsville Eagles will play host to the Burlington Wildcats here in some Pioneer League basketball action. Starters for Burlington, 6'1" senior number 3 Ty Anderson. He'll be joined by 6'3" senior number 5 Evan Combs. Number 14, 6'2" senior Max Kuhlman. Number 15, 6'1" senior Sam Smith. And number 30, a 5'11" senior Jamie Wagner. And it is Des Winton, Jimmy Dorsey, Willie Dorsey, Dylan McCarty, and Jake Berg, the 5 starters out there for the Eagles. Eagles coming out in their home whites. Big unis this year, not what I saw last year. Trimmed in blue. Burlington in their road wet red, trimmed in white. Jimmy Dorsey stands in the center circle. He's going to jump up against Ty Anderson. Seniors in the starting lineup here for Burlington. Senior Jimmy Dorsey going to jump it for Wellsville. Tips it to brother Willie Dorsey. Dorsey pulls up. Gives it off here to Dylan McCarty. Down underneath. Shot goes up. No good. Good defense there. And the rebound down to Burlington. Anderson will bring it across the timeline, works into the middle, kicks it out left wing. Wagner kicks it across Kuhlman. Kuhlman tries to drive into the lane, kicks it back out to Wagner. Burlington are working around the top of the key. Out top, Wagner. Back over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman tries to get in. Again, Burlington working it around the outside. Wellsville keeping them out of the inside right now. Anderson has it back. He'll dribble out between the circles, guarded by Des Winton. Winton jumps up to him. Kuhlman gets it. Pass inside, deflected and taken away by Wellsville. Desmond Winton along the right side. Dribbles there, gives it off Jimmy Dorsey. Thought about the 3, works into the lane, pulls up, 15-footer on the way, is up, and it is good for the All-State senior Jimmy Dorsey. He's got 2. 60 seconds in, 2-0 Wellsville. Anderson across the timeline, Wagner left wing. Wagner going to try to drive in. Steps through there, nothing there. He's got Jimmy Dorsey right next to him. Go on the drive, pass along the baseline by Kuhlman. He was looking there for Combs, and Combs unable to handle it as it'll go out of bounds to Wellsville. Jake Berg triggers it in here for the Wellsville Eagles to Desmond Winton. Names we've said a lot on the airwaves here all fall long. Out top, Willie Dorsey. Gets it out to Jimmy Dorsey. Thinking about it, he's going to pull the trigger from 25. It's on the way, no good, and the rebound brought down by Anderson. Quickly the other way come the Wildcats. The ball deflected, but Kuhlman able to handle it. Now the pass to Kuhlman. He's going to try and drive. Shot blocked there by Dorsey. He's got a blocked shot, and now we head the other direction. Desmond Winton, right wing. Hands off, Dorsey. Dorsey, step back, thought about it, gives it off to Winton. Des works to his left, gets a screen, now going to try and break down, drive to the baseline. Kicks it back out, Willie Dorsey. Going to try and dump it off, gives it over to Jimmy Dorsey. Jimmy working to his left, tries to get down to the block. A little step back, 5-footer, no good as it rolls off the front rim, and the rebound brought down by Combs. Combs will give it to Sam Smith. Smith along the left wing. He's going to try and drive middle. Runner there is left a little bit too short. Rebound brought down by McCarty. Wellsville looks to run, gets it up. Dorsey Jimmy pulls the trigger, shot off the back rim, and it does not go down. The rebound brought down by Burlington. Wagner, left wing here for Burlington, going to try and drive in the middle. Dribble weave out top there for Burlington to try and see if they can get something open into the middle of the lane. Wellsville's done a nice job of shutting down that option so far here this evening. Smith with it on the left wing, gets it to Wagner. Wagner, Anderson going to pull the trigger from 22. It's too long. Long rebound tracked down there by Smith. Wagner once again trying to drive in, and Linton got a hand to it, kind of tied him up, and Wagner wasn't able to pass that one off, so it'll be a traveling violation there. Number 13, Trenton Davison going to check in here. He's going to replace Smith. Missed another substitution coming in there. Number 2, Jake Richards checking on here for Wellsville along with Brody Lee. Desmond Winton into the lane. Kicks it out to Richards. Richards out top, Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey going to work right side. Picks it up, has a little bit of space. Going to pull up from 12 feet, and the shot is good. And Dorsey has 4. It's 4-0 Wellsville. 4:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Kicks it left side. That is Hayden Side. Look back to Anderson. Anderson's going to pull the trigger. Long 3, no good. Rebound, Kuhlman. Kuhlman kicks it out. Step through move there. Runner up, no good. A lot of contact, no whistle. Close to out of bounds. And it'll be last touch by Burlington. Kuhlman tried to save that, but his toe was on the line. McCarty in for Wellsville. He's going to replace Willie Dorsey. Substitutions coming quickly and fast here for both teams. Desmond Winton on the right side, gets the screen into the middle of the lane. Little floater there off the back rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Sam Smith. Gives it off to Ty Anderson. Anderson working against Winton. Gets himself in the middle lane, dumps it off to Kuhlman. Kick back out. A little bit of space there, trying to get the ball down to Kuhlman. Wellsville will, but then the Wildcats will just have to kick it back out top. Smith loses his handle, but is able to pick it back up. Gets it over to Anderson, now to Kuhlman in the corner. Cutter going through here, shot is up, and it is in by Smith. And a whistle and a foul is going to go against Desmond Winton for Wellsville. That'll be his first, the first team foul. Smith will go to the line for the old school three-point play. Rolls around the rim and in. Heading in here is Cody Long. He's going to take over for Ty Anderson. Willie Dorsey will check back in. He'll take over for Jake Richards. Desmond Winton bringing the ball across the timeline, gets a screen from Dorsey, works to his right. Now nobody picks him up, tries to dump it off underneath to Dylan McCarty, but deflected out of bounds there by Burlington, so it'll stay with Wellsville underneath their own basket. Willie Dorsey will throw it in underneath Wellsville's basket along the baseline. Gets it in to McCarty, back to Dorsey. Willie will take the 12-footer, no good. A little bit too strong with that one. Smith brings down the rebound. Smith hesitates, gets into the lane. Euro step there, shot goes up, no good, and the rebound battled for, last touch by Burlington as it goes out of bounds. Combs will step in as he's going to replace Kuhlman. And Jake Bird will check back into the ball game here for Wellsville. He's going to take Des Winton out. So Brody Lee will move to the point guard slot here for Wellsville. 3:15 remaining. Wellsville 4, Burlington 3 here in quarter number 1. Jimmy Dorsey, right wing. Gets a screen from Berg. Dumps it off to Berg here. Nothing there, so we'll give it back to Willie Dorsey. Willie's going to pull up, 15-footer on the way, rolls around the rim, and it finds its way in. First bucket there for Willie. It's now 6-3. Wellsville is coming with it. Kind of full-court man press here. Across the timeline comes Side. Side's going to the basket. Shot blocked. Comes into the hands of Willie Dorsey. Dorsey does not have numbers. Good to get him to go up. Leaves it a little bit short. And Burlington going to try to go the other direction quickly. Again going up, and we've got a block shot here, but a foul is going to go. I believe this is going to go on Jake Berg. wait for the official. Yep, that's going to be on Jake Berg. That is his first personal foul, second team foul. Going to put Smith to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way is good. Richards will check back in here for Wellsville. Smith, second free throw on the way is also good. 6-5 the score. Smith has all 5 for Burlington. 2:32 remaining. Desmond Winton is checked back in. It's by a man here with some pressure by Burlington that time. Up top, Willie Dorsey between the circles. Right side now, Dylan McCarty. McCarty can drive in, kick it over to Desmond Winton. Des going to drive to the baseline. Double team there, kicks it back out. Wellsville working here along the left side. Winton able to find some space into the middle of the lane. Floater is up and in there. And Des Winton, that quick first step, able to get by his defender and get to the basket. He's going to go to the line to shoot 1. Jimmy Dorsey back into the ballgame here for the Eagles. Desmond Winton's free throw on the way. In and out, no good. And the rebound brought down by Davidson for Burlington. Smith brings it across the timeline. Hesitates. Now loses possession, but able to get it back. Gets it to Davidson. Davidson, right side. Then that dribble weave out top. Burlington gets it out. Davidson thought about the 3. Now steps through. No good on the shot. Battle for the rebound. Finds the hands of Winton. Quickly ahead. McCarty hesitates. Goes up now. No good. Gets his offensive rebound. Goes up and a whistle and a foul. And that's going to send Dylan McCarty to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Long for Burlington. Second team foul on Burlington, and Dylan McCarty going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw from McCarty is no good. Anderson's going to check back into the ballgame here for Burlington. Second free throw by McCarty. This one is good. Lead is 4 here with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 9-5, Wellsville on top. Burlington working it around the top of the key. Baseline drive here. Shot up off the glass is up and in. That's Cody Long with the bucket. Des Winton quickly the other way. Pass to Willie Dorsey. Deflected, but Dorsey's able to get it. And when he came down, his feet were on the line. So out of bounds, the ball will go back to Burlington. Checking in here for the Eagles, Aiden Kearney. And then checks onto the floor here for his first action. Anderson. Get it over to Davidson. Back to Anderson. Brings it across the timeline. Works to his right. Hand off there. There's Winton. Guarding Cody Long. Long with Winton right up on him there. Able to get a little bit of space. Dumps it off for Davidson. Davidson at the high post. Kicks it out. Anderson. A contested 3 on the way. No good. Long rebound comes out. Willie Dorsey going the other way. Dorsey will take it up against some defenders. It's off the rim. No good. And the other way comes Burlington. Davidson. Gets it to Long. Long thought about it. Now gets it back to Davidson left wing. Ty Anderson with it left wing. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Burlington with it. Gets it down inside. Nothing there. Pass deflected by Dorsey. Kicked out. Anderson thought about the 3. Now Burlington will kick it over to the outside. And a shuffle step there called against Hayden's side. So with 10 seconds remaining, Burlington going to come up with their pressure here. Desmond Winton gets it in the backcourt, kicks it over to Jimmy Dorsey. He'll bring it across the timeline with 5. 4 seconds remaining. He drives. Floater up off the glass is good. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter with the score Wellsville 11 and Burlington 7. Back in 60 seconds, you'll listen to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank. Ready to help. Equal housing lender.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship.
And back here at Wellsville, Luke Queen with you, underway here in the second quarter. Burlington starts with possession here, trailing 11-7. Wellsville on top. Davidson out top. This is his sides on the drive. Smith on the drive. Shot up off the glass is good. Tough shot contested there. Nice runner. Dorsey down inside McCarty. Kicks it outside. Wellsville will reset it here with Desmond Winton. Nice move by Des. Goes to the basket. Strong, no good. Rebound brought down by Burlington. Schrader onto the floor here. Another floater there by Smith. Over the outstretched hands of a couple Wellsville defenders, and he gets another bucket, ties it up quickly here. 45 seconds into the second quarter, we're tied at 11. Desmond Winton kicks it out. Schroeder with the three on the way. It is good. Roman Schroeder with his first bucket. Three-pointer there. First three of the ball game for either side. We've got a whistle here. It'll be called a foul on Jimmy Dorsey, his first. The third team foul on the Eagles. Jake Berg checks back in. Willie Dorsey will have a seat here momentarily for Wellsville. Rick O'Neill uses the bench liberally here at Wellsville. Gets in and out with a regular basis. Driving into the middle, it's Smith. Big, high, arcing shot over the outstretched hands of McCarty and Dorsey, able to get that one. Jimmy Dorsey going to drive to his right. Layup up off the glass is good. Jimmy put his head down there, went right past his defender. Good move there by Jimmy Dorsey. Wagner will bring it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Smith, and Berg reached in there trying to knock that one away and got a good piece of Smith. He'll be whistled for the foul. Second foul there on Jake Berg. It's the fourth team foul. Ty Anderson going to check back into the ballgame, and he's going to replace Davidson for Burlington. Anderson will take it in the backcourt. Takes it across to Wagner. Into the corner of the side. Going to try and drive baseline. Shot up. Partially blocked there by Dorsey. Battle for the rebound. Goes last touch off of Dorsey. Out of bounds, and it will stay with Burlington. Jake Richards is going to come in. Dylan McCarty will have a seat here momentarily once again for Wellsville. Kuhlman going to throw this one in underneath his own basket for Burlington. Pass is deflected by Des Winton. It'll stay with Burlington. Des, last second, able to get a hand in there and deflect that pass. Kuhlman again. Trigger this one in. Backside shot up there quickly by Anderson is up and in. 16-15 our score. Wellsville on top. Jimmy Dorsey drives into the middle of the lane. No contact there. Going to kind of an awkward turnaround jump shot there, but Jimmy Dorsey able to see the rim, get that one up over the top of it. He's in double figures now with 10. Wellsville back up by 3, 18-15. Drive here by Smith. Shot is up, and it finds a way into the bucket. Tough shot there by Smith, and he's going to go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. Jim Smith now with 11. That'll be on Des Winton. That'll be his second personal foul. The 5th team foul on the Eagles. And Rick O'Neill, not somebody that's too worried about some fouls and fouls building up as we've seen over the last 5 years of me calling games. Smith will finish the three-point play once again. Tie ball game now at 18 apiece. Schrader gets it ahead. Richards kicks it out. Berg thought about it, gets it back to Roman. Roman with the runner. It is up and it is good. Schrader, he now has 5. Smith across the timeline. Gets it off to Davison, a little unable to handle that. The other way goes Schrader, and Schrader has it poked away from behind there by Long. They'll stay with Wellsville underneath their own basket. Willie Dorsey and Jimmy Dorsey checking back in. Jake Berg and Roman Schrader will take a seat. Willie Dorsey triggers it into Des Winton. Back to Dorsey. Willie going to pull the trigger on a 3, and it is up and it is in. Willie now with 5 points. First 3-point basket for him. The lead extended to 5 here at 23-18. Smith working against Winton. Has it poked away, but able to get it back. Backdoor pass finds. And there underneath was Long. He hesitated and then went underneath and shuffled his feet. It'll be a traveling violation called against Burlington, so the turnover will give it back to Wellsville. Des Winton to bring it across the timeline. Over left wing, Jimmy Dorsey thought about it, now kicks it out top, Willie Dorsey. Hands off over to Jake Richards along the left wing. They dribble back out between the circles, give it off. Des Winton, left side, a little 2-3 zone maybe here for Burlington. Try to get it inside. Burlington collapses down and gets the steal. Kuhlman looking for somebody to get it to. Sides is who he finds. Sides able to get it over to Anderson across the timeline. Back out top. Ball swung around. Wagner over here near side to Long. Long trying to drive in. Going to kick it back out. Finds Anderson. Anderson left wing to Wagner. Anderson diving down. Shot up off the glass. He's no good, but a whistle and a foul. This one's going to go against Dylan McCarty. That's going to be his first personal foul and the 16th foul. Trey Anderson going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Anderson's first free throw on the way is over the front of the rim and in. Brody Lee will check in. He's going to replace Jake Richards for Wellsville. Anderson ready to take shot number 2. Free throw on the way is good. He's 2 for 2 there. Anderson now with 4, 23-20. Wellsville breaks the pressure. It'll be Brody Lee going to pull up from about 10 feet. Too strong with that one. The rebound brought down by Burlington. Wellsville with some more pressure here in the backcourt. And we've got a whistle and a foul going to go here against Wellsville. Close to a traveling violation there. But we had a little bit of contact. It's going to go on Willie Dorsey. It's his first. It's the 7th team foul. Now we've got a shooter going to the free throw line. Going to be number 11, Hayden Sides. 6-foot junior steps the line for 1 and 1. Free throw on the way from Sides is good. Earns the second as he makes the first. Sides toes the stripe for the second. It's on the way. Rattles around and out. No good. Rebound, Jimmy Dorsey for Wellsville. Dorsey thought about the step back. Gave it off over to Des Winton. Now the Eagles are working around the top of the key. Brody Lee with it. Up top to Winton. And then kind of a 1-2-2 zone coming here for Burlington right now. Wellsville trying to figure it out. Dylan McCarty has a look for 3, no good. Jimmy Dorsey able to get the offensive rebound on the backside. He'll spin, he'll put it up off the glass and score. Jimmy now with 12, the lead 4, 25-21. Anderson driving in, kicks it back out, left wing. Now pass across, deflected there by Willie Dorsey. Tries to slap it down off of the Burlington player. He does. He puts it down off of long, so it will stay with Wellsville. Eagles looking to expand upon their 4-point advantage. Herman Schrader to throw it in here. Gets it into the corner to Dorsey. Jimmy down underneath, looking for McCarty. It was knocked away from him. Good help side defense there by Wagner as he knocked it away, but it's out of bounds underneath to Wellsville. Into Winton. Now McCarty out to Schrader. Schrader going to pull the trigger on the three, no good, and the rebound brought down by Burlington. Burlington looking to go quickly the other way. Wagner drives in, dumps it off to Combs. Combs, 6-footer up just a little bit too strong off the back rim, and the rebound brought down by Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey working on the right wing. Looks for a screen now, drives into the middle, kicks it into the corner. Winton will just have to save it. Schrader's going to run it down here for Wellsville. Going to get it to McCarty. McCarty dumps it off Willie Dorsey. Dorsey threw a little contact shot, no good. And the ball knocked away. It goes out of bounds, and they'll say last touch by Burlington. There was a lot of contact there, and no whistles. And so the ball stays underneath. Wellsville possession here after the no call there. Schrader gets it into Dorsey. Dorsey going to go ahead and pull the trigger on the three. It's too long. Long rebound brought out by Willie Dorsey. He caught it, kind of jumped to make a pass. It was covered up, so then he had to pull the trigger. Will miss the shot, and Smith the other way. Smith lays it up, no good. Rebound Jimmy Dorsey for Wellsville. Pushes it forward to Desmond Winton. There's on the right side, gives it off to Schrader. Schrader will dribble it back out top, get it over to Jake Berg. Next to Jimmy Dorsey. He'll get a screen, step in, try to find the roll there of Berg. Kind of tied up. He pulls out of there. Schrader driving in, has it stolen away by Anderson. Anderson going to go to the bucket. Shot up, layup is good. 6 points in the quarter. The lead down to 2 for Wellsville, 25-23. Bringing out top, Winton, and we've got a lot of contact there and a whistle. It's going to be a foul here on Anderson. His first, just the third team foul on Burlington. Dylan McCarty going to check in. He's going to replace Roman Schrader. Jake Richards also into the ball game to replace Willie Dorsey. Dorsey gets it into Des Winton. Winton dribbles between the circles. Gets it to the left wing to Jake Richards. Richards cross court over to Winton, left wing. Now McCarty dribbles in to Richards. Richards stops, gets it out to McCarty. McCarty going to drive baseline. Leaves the runner short, no good. Berg had the rebound momentarily and then reached in and committed the foul. That's going to be the third foul on Jake Berg, and it's going to be the 7th team foul here on Wellsville, or excuse me, the 8th team foul on the Eagles. That's going to send Cody Long to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. One and one here for Long. First free throw leaves his hand, and Long using the bank there here late on a Friday night, but that's why they put that back there, is what I've been told in the past by some old friends. They've got that square up there for a reason. Long, second free throw on the way, and apparently that's how he shoots it. That one was, again, off the glass, but it was too strong this time. Dorsey with the rebound. Des Winton along the left wing. Going to try to get it inside, and a whistle and a foul here going to go against Kuhlman as he reached around, tried to slap that away, and a pass intended there to Dylan McCarty. First team foul on Kuhlman, team number 4. 1:04 remaining here in the first half. Pass gets in from Willie Dorsey to Dylan McCarty to Jimmy Dorsey. Long three on the way. Long rebound brought down by Kuhlman. Kuhlman is to get it over to Anderson and does. Anderson will bring it across the timeline. 50 seconds remaining, 25-24. Wellsville on top here late in the second quarter. Anderson Cross court over here to the near side to Long. Long being guarded by Jimmy Dorsey. Out top to Smith. Back to Long. Long going to drive into the middle of the lane and shuffled his feet there as he tried to plant. It looked like he drug his back foot just a little bit, and he'll be whistled for the traveling violation. 31.3 remaining here in the first half. 25-24, Wellsville on top. Des Winton out top, dribbles it off his foot, goes and gets it over to Jake Richards. Now Willie Dorsey. Dorsey, crossover, kicks it over to Winton. Winton, right side to Jake Richards. Richards looks to drive baseline. Now we'll bring it back out top. Get it back to Des Winton with 7 to go. 5 seconds to Willie Dorsey. 4, he's going to drive in, and he'll be called for a traveling violation as he took an extra step on that jump stop there. And so with 1.7 on the clock, Burlington going to have to go 94 feet here. And we're going to have either get it into no good. And we have reached halftime here at Wellsville with the score Wellsville 25 and Burlington 24. We're going to take a 2-minute break here. We're going to send it back to the studio. When we come back, we'll get you caught up with all your halftime statistics. You're listening to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Wherever you and your vehicle go, you can trust your vehicle repairs to CarStar with our limited nationwide warranty on all qualifying repairs. Call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Today's diamonds were created millions of years ago, hundreds of miles underground, as a result of crushing pressure and immense heat. And they're beautiful. But the trend today isn't the age-old rock. It's the lab-grown diamond. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry. We are now carrying many beautiful styles of the lab-grown diamond, and they're beautiful. Plus, they leave a smaller footprint on the environment. Lab-grown diamonds, affordable, sparkling, and ready for you to see at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Someday you will be involved in making funeral arrangements, and when you are, we would appreciate it if you would consider our funeral home. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard in funeral service.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
And back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you here this evening. And we are at halftime here of the boys varsity contest. Wellsville on top of Burlington by a score of 25-24. Wellsville 11-7 lead after 1 quarter of play. And both teams getting some things done in quarter number 2. Burlington being led by Sam Smith. He has 14 points for the Wildcats. Ty Anderson has 6. 3 points for Cody Long and 1 point for Hayden Sides for the Wildcats. For the Eagles, they're led by Jimmy Dorsey. He has 12 first half points. 5 points for brother Willie Dorsey. 5 points also for Roman Schrader. And 2 points for Des Winton. And 1 point for Dylan McCarty. And Wellsville hanging on to just a 1 point lead there. Had a 4 point lead at the end of 1 quarter of play. With just a 1 point lead at the end of the first half. A little bit of foul trouble on Wellsville. Jake Berg has 3 personal fouls. Desmond Winton had 2 in that first half for the Eagles. Just 14 fouls in that entire first half on Burlington. They did a nice job of avoiding anything there. Kuhlman, Sides, Long, and Anderson with 1 foul apiece for Burlington. 2 fouls for Winton, 3 for Berg, 1 foul on Jimmy Dorsey, 1 on Willie Dorsey, and 1 on Dylan McCarty for Wellsville as they committed 8 first-half team fouls. But the way that Coach Rick O'Neill here at Wellsville wants these Eagles to play is it fast-paced, try and speed the opponent up a little bit more, and they will kind of try and jump some passing lanes. They'll do some reaching, and they'll try and knock the ball away every chance they get. And sometimes that leads to a few more fouls on the Eagles, but they use a rotation that is very deep. Just a couple guys on the bench that haven't gotten into the ball game yet here this evening for the Eagles, and that is how Coach Rick O'Neill kind of runs things. It's usually at least 9 deep on his as he goes down the bench, and he's not afraid to go 10 or 11 deep is Coach Rick O'Neill. But Burlington did a nice job handling that pressure early on. Wellsville kind of got out to a little bit of a 6-point lead early on, but Burlington kind of stabilized some things and was able to handle the basketball just a little bit stronger and able to kind of curb those turnovers just a little bit. Well, we're going to take another 2-minute break. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll be back with more from here at Wellsville High School. We're at halftime of the boys varsity contest. Wellsville 25, Burlington 24. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort Shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
The Memory Lane Light Display, a Christmas tradition for 23 years, is open Thanksgiving night and weekends until Christmas. Just $10 per car. Memory Lane Light Display and Christmas Tree Farm support the Eagles in their bid for a state championship.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you here this evening. Halftime of the boys varsity contest. Wellsville 25 and Burlington 24. As I expected coming into this one, these two schools are usually right at the top of the Pioneer League every year, and this is exactly the reason why is they will just get out and move the basketball quickly. They try and create havoc offensively and defensively. They go quickly. They're not afraid to pull the trigger from outside. Burlington has been very patient offensively, using that kind of dribble weave handoff system out top, trying to turn the corners, get into the teeth of the Wellsville defense when they have to be in their half court. But if they can get out and run, they are ready to do that. Wellsville likes to it might go a little ISO every once in a while, but they're going to look to go outside in a little bit more often and try to stay on the move on a consistent basis, which they have. Burlington, I just saw a check at the scores table. They're going to go with their starting five once again. Anderson, Combs, Kuhlman, Smith, and Wagner will be the five out there for them. I'm going to assume Wellsville probably will be maybe the same. I'm looking to see if there might be one change, and that would be with Jake Berg having those 3 personal fouls in the first half. If he might maybe take a seat for a little bit longer to see if he can stick around just a little bit later this evening. But, you know, he's just been in that position a couple times where he had to, and where he committed a couple fouls down underneath, fighting for rebounds and things like that. But Wellsville trying to earn the split here. If the boys can come up with the victory, the girls defeated at the hands of the 4-1 Burlington Wildcats in the earlier ball game, 74-27. And we've got a tight one here at the half in the boys contest. Wellsville 25 and Burlington 24. Teams are meeting with their coaches here, getting ready to come out. It will be the starters back out there. Des Winton, Jimmy Dorsey, Willie Dorsey, Dylan McCarty, and Jake Berg, the 5 out on the floor for the Eagles. Looks like Wellsville will start with the possession here in the second half. Wellsville has gotten onto the floor there. The clock kind of stopped with 24 seconds to go. Burlington, I think, might have been just waiting for the horn there. So they'll be instructed, hey, we're ready to go, and they break their huddle and come out. It is going to be Anderson, Combs, Kuhlman, Smith, and Wagner, the starting 5 back out here for the second half for both ball clubs. Looks like Burlington going to drop back into that kind of 1-2-2, maybe 3-2 modified zone defense here. Jimmy Dorsey left wing 3 quickly on the way. Too long with that one, and the rebound dropped down by Kuhlman. Kuhlman gives off to Smith. Smith being guarded, pressured there by McCarty. McCarty gives it off, makes him force it off over on the near side, and that's Wagner. Takes it up strong through traffic. Winton tries to quickly go the other way, and this pass intended for Dorsey, and Jimmy Dorsey unable to bring that down. And when you throw it away from Jimmy Dorsey, 6'5" and long arms and good athletic ability, good jumping ability, that's pretty tough to do. Burlington will have it once again as the Wildcats look to take the lead. Anderson will bring it across the timeline, working out top, works over towards the right wing. Gets it to Kuhlman. Kuhlman down underneath the Combs. Combs shot up off the glass is up and in, and a nice set play there. Combs' first bucket. Wellsville quickly the other way. Willie Dorsey down underneath. McCarty, he had it knocked off of his foot out of bounds, as it was a tough catch initially right underneath. Dylan McCarty tried to gather himself, go up, but a good job to come in and knock it away by Kuhlman. Anderson will bring it across the timeline, kicks it into the corner, Kuhlman. Kuhlman back out top to Anderson. Dribbles between the circles. High post to Kuhlman. Kuhlman over to Wagner. Wagner thought about it, now going to drive. Dumps it off to Combs. Combs has it knocked away. Ball loose with Kuhlman able to chase it down. We'll give it over to Smith. Smith will reset once again here for Burlington. Pass now deflected by Jimmy Dorsey. Last touch off the hands of Wellsville is what the official on the far side says. And so quickly into the ballgame, here comes Roman Schrader. 26-25, Burlington on top of Wellsville. Desmond Winton out top here for the Eagles. Gets it over left wing, Willie Dorsey. With these teams suffering close defeats and then big victories as well, so something's going to give here tonight. Deflected on the pass intended there for Jimmy Dorsey. Now stolen away by Des Winton. Winton going down the lane, shot up, no good, and a whistle and a foul. This is going to go against Kuhlman. That's going to be his second personal foul, and Desmond Winton's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Des with two first half points. Second foul on Kuhlman. Desmond Winton's first free throw on the way is good. Ties it up there at 26 apiece. Going to try and retake the lead with the second. Free throw on the way, and this one is also good. Also going to set up their pressure defense here. Into the corner, Anderson. Anderson guarded there by Jimmy Dorsey. Able to get by him, sprinting into the front court. Tries to dump it off to Combs. Combs had it for a moment. Poked away there by Winton. And it will go out of bounds but stay underneath for Burlington. The Wildcats kind of go back and forth here. Kuhlman tries to get it in, gets it into Wagner in the corner. Wagner tries to turn the corner, and he's bumped there, and that foul is going to go against Dylan McCarty. It's going to be his second personal foul. It's the first team foul on the Eagles here in half number 2. Kuhlman to trigger it in. Gets it in, Anderson. Nothing there, so he'll pull it back out, get it to Smith. Smith working against Willie Dorsey. Tries to drive into him, loses his balance, gets a shot up off the rim, and Combs chases it down. Now Wagner, floater from about 8 feet, and that's a tough shot there by Wagner. He's able to get that one to fall. Lead back to Burlington. Des went in a quick first step, gets in there, shot no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line as he took a bump there. The second team foul here on Burlington. It'll be foul number 1 on Evan Combs. But Des went and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. There's a 30-second timeout called here by Wellsville coach Rick O'Neill. We'll keep it right here through this 30-second break. 5:46 remaining here in quarter number 3, 28-27, Burlington on top of the Wellsville Eagles. Desmond Winton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Des using that incredible first quick step and burst of speed that he has that I had the pleasure of watching and calling all fall, and a great run by Wellsville football into sectionals this year. First free throw by Des is on the way, and it is good. Des ties it up at 28 once again. Second free throw from Winton rolls off the rim and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Davison, who just checked in for Burlington. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Now we'll slow it up and he'll give it off to Smith. Smith working against McCarty. Tries to get into the lane. Has it knocked off of his leg there by Des Winton, who was able to get a hand in there. Went off of Smith's leg and out of bounds. Nice hands by Des Winton. Richards, Jake Berg back into the ball game here. Willie Dorsey will take a seat, along with Dylan McCarty. Jimmy Dorsey, three-pointer from straight away is on its way, and it is good. First 3 for Jimmy. He has 15. Wagner going to hand it off here, pull up in the middle of the lane by Smith, and it's just a little too strong off the back rim. Brought down by Jake Berg with the rebound. Up to Dorsey. Thought about it. Now kicks it back out top to Winton. Yes. Calling for a specific play here. Gets a screen out top by Berg. Kicks it over. Dorsey has another look from 3. This one's too long, and the rebound brought down by Davidson. Davidson going to push it the other way for Burlington. And took a little contact there. Good defense by Roman Schrader not to foul. Des Winton over to Jake Richards. Richards charging in there. He'll be whistled for the foul. Jake was just a little bit out of control there, and a nice job by Jamie Wagner to step in and take that one. Cody Long and Hayden Sides will check in. Smith and Wagner will take a seat here for Burlington. Full court pressure again from Wellsville. Able to get it into Kuhlman. Kuhlman to the back to Long. Long will dribble across the timeline, pushing it into the lane. Goes up hard, no good. Rebound brought down by Schrader. He'll kick it over to Winton. Winton going to go quickly the other way. Tries a reverse layup, no good. Ball down on the ground. And Kuhlman comes up with the rebound for Burlington. They'll get it over to Ty Anderson. Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Looking to the right wing, Davison. Davison out top. Side shoveled his feet there as he went to make his move and will be whistled for the traveling violation. McCarty and Willie Dorsey checking back in. Schrader and Richards will have a seat here for Wellsville. Des Winton across over to Willie Dorsey, left wing. Back to Des Winton out top. Then back to the zone defense here for Burlington. And Joe McCarty whistled for a traveling violation. I didn't see that one real well, but the turnover will get it right back to Burlington. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 31-28, Wellsville on top. Long brings it across the timeline, over the side. Davidson on the left wing, and a whistle and a timeout will be called here by Burlington, and it's going to be a full timeout called by the Wildcats. So we'll just take half of it with them. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to high school basketball here on KOFO.com.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my blue checking. With free blue checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
Helpful?
very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free blue checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
And back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you. 3:50 remaining here in quarter number 3. Wellsville 31 and Burlington 28. And 2 team fouls apiece. Burlington with the possession here. Calls timeout in front of their own bench. So they'll just kind of get it going again, see if they can kind of slow some things down. Everything's been a little bit fast here in the third quarter. Not a whole lot of scoring, just 6 points for Wellsville, 4 points for Burlington. Anderson going to trigger it in over here along the near side. Gets it into sides. Sides will get it back to Anderson. Back out top to sides. In between the circles. Gets it to Davidson on the cut. Goes through. Gets his shot up. No good. It was deflected there. Schrader trying to push it forward as he went to make the pass. Takes a little bit of contact there. It's going to be a foul on Ty Anderson. That's going to be his second personal foul. The third there on Burlington. Anderson almost stepped in there and forced a traveling violation, but just had a little bit of contact is what the call was. Des Winton, Jimmy Dorsey at the left elbow. 15-foot turnaround there, and it rolls around and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Burlington. Smith, who just checked back in, gets it over to Anderson. Anderson going to take it across the timeline, down underneath, and the shot is up and in by Kuhlman. First bucket there for Max Kuhlman. It's 31-30. Willie Dorsey works to the middle of the lane, takes a strong shot up. It is good, and a whistle and a foul is going to give Willie Dorsey an opportunity to go to the free throw line for the and one. And the foul is going to go on number 11. That's on sides. That's his second. Fourth team foul on Burlington. Willie Dorsey to shoot the bonus. Brody Lee and Dylan McCarty will check in, but the free throw is missed. Rebound brought down by Burlington. Quickly the other way. Shot goes up, deflected there by, maybe partially blocked by Schrader. Finds the hands of Des Winton. Winton the other way, gets it to Willie Dorsey. Thought about the three, gets it off over to Jimmy Dorsey. Jimmy works between the circles, shifts it to Schrader. Schrader looks baseline, nothing there, so they get it back out top. Willie Dorsey going to try and drive. Tough shot there, off balance, no good. Got a whistle and a foul here. And see what they call in this situation. Looks like it's staying with Wellsville. And it looks like Long, apparently with Dorsey in the air, Long backed in and will be called for his second personal foul, the 15th foul on Burlington. So Wellsville will have it underneath their own basket. Inbounds to Willie Dorsey in the corner. Back to Jimmy Dorsey at the block. Quick turnaround, flips it up there and in. Tough shot there by Jimmy Dorsey as he didn't really even square up. Just able to have that soft touch and find the rim, using that height advantage that he has over everybody on Burlington. Tallest guy on Burlington listed maybe is 6'2". Jimmy Dorsey is 6'5". Sides gets it off here. Anderson to Smith. Smith's going to try and create, loses his balance, and he'll be called for the traveling violation. And that turnover gives it back to Wellsville with 5-point advantage, 35-30. 2:14 remaining here in the third. Des Winton, Roman Schrader checking back into the ball game, along with Willie Dorsey, Dylan McCarty, and Jimmy Dorsey. Full court pressure here by Burlington. Get it into Winton. He'll dribble it across himself. Now slow it up. Get Wellsville in their offense. Ball screen out top. Winton will get it to Schrader, right wing. Schrader, they're going to get it inside. Jimmy Dorsey hanging on down there. Kicks it out to Dylan McCarty. McCarty tries to drive, kicks it in the left corner. Schrader. Schrader going to hand it off to Des Winton. Winton left wing. He'll work to his right. Now tries to split the defense. Kicks the corner. Dylan McCarty, three-pointer on the way is good. First three-pointer of the night for Dylan McCarty. Wellsville has pushed its lead to its largest out at 8. All in the corner, being batted around. Jimmy Dorsey will come up with it here for Wellsville. Jimmy's going to try and take it quickly the other direction. Tries to get it to Schrader. Has it deflected and stolen away. Kuhlman, the other direction. He goes up, partially blocked there, and it sticks between the backboard and the rim. And so the officials are going to come up and see if it got to the backboard first, or if it's going to be an alternate possession here. And it's going to be the alternate possession on the jump ball. It was a jump ball as Dorsey was able to get to it before it got to the rim, or before it got to the glass, and he pinned it between the glass and the rim. So the ball will stay with Burlington, but the alternate possession will turn it over after this one to Wellsville on the next jump ball situation. Kuhlman to turn it in. We're going to get it in. Now he does find Anderson. Anderson will kick it out to Smith. Sides out between the circles. Back over to Anderson, right wing. Sides out top. Out of the near side here to Favor. Shot goes up, and it's blocked by Jimmy Dorsey. Throws it ahead to Roman Schrader. Schrader the other way. Shot up off the glass. Left it short. No good. And a whistle and a foul here. It's going to go against Willie Dorsey as he tried to reach in and poke it away from behind. For Willie, that's his second personal foul, the third team foul of the quarter here on Wellsville. Jake Berg will check back in here as Roman Schrader will take a seat. Each Favor first action here for number 32. It's the 2-inch freshman. To the corner to Anderson. Gets it to Favor. Favor will hold it up. Back to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Jimmy Dorsey out top. Gets to the right wing sides. He'll dribble all the way around the top of the key. Hand it off to Anderson. Anderson and Dorsey switch. Out over to Smith. Smith finds some space. Going to pull up from 12. The shot on the way is up and good. Nice shot there by Smith. He has 16, his first bucket of the second half. 30 seconds to go. Ball inside to Berg. He's going to kick it back out to Jimmy Dorsey. If Wellsville is going to hold here for the last shot. Willie Dorsey on the drive. Kicks it over to Jake Berg. Berg looking inside. And tries to go baseline. Nothing there. Get it back out top to Willie Dorsey. Left wing, Des Winton. 10 seconds remaining. Wellsville get the ball now to Jimmy Dorsey. 6 seconds to go. Dorsey going to drive. Floater up off the glass is good with 3. Quickly in. Favor going to throw one from 75 feet, and it's no good. But we have reached the end of quarter number 3. Wellsville 40 and Burlington 32. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
This is Derek Chappell, Senior Marketing Consultant at KOFO, and this is not a commercial for one of our advertisers. It's a thank you from all of them and us for shopping local this holiday season. When you do, the money stays in our community, which helps everyone, especially your friends and neighbors who own these local businesses. When you visit one of our advertisers, thank them for sharing their message and letting you know that you can get what you're looking for conveniently right here in your own backyard. We're just glad to help connect the two of you. Shop local, shop often this holiday season. And thank you from KOFO and our advertisers.
Elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation comes in many forms. Elder abuse is taking money or valuable items, pushing, shoving, or leaving bruises. It's leaving the elderly unattended or without food when they cannot care for themselves. If you know or suspect an elderly person is being abused physically, emotionally, sexually, or financially, call the Kansas Adult Protective Services hotline at 1-800-922-5330. Elder Kansans deserve honor and respect, not abuse. Remember, elder abuse is a crime. Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and aired in cooperation with the station.
Back here at Wellsville High School, getting ready for action in quarter number 4. Wellsville 40, Burlington 32. Wellsville outscoring the Wildcats 15-8 there in quarter number 3. The Eagles start with possession here in the 4th. Des Winton out between the circles. 3-2 zone once again. Jimmy Dorsey, three-pointer right side, no good. And the rebound brought down by Wagner for the Wildcats. Loses the possession. He'll chase it down, give it off over to Smith. Smith decides. Now back over to Anderson. Anderson going to try and drive into the middle lane. Tried to dump it off to Kuhlman, but the pass just a little bit behind him will go out of bounds, and it will go over to Wellsville. Burlington has been in a little bit of a press here, and they are once again full court pressure defense. Ball into Desmond Winton. Started closely by Ty Anderson. Now the trap comes, and a reach-in is going to be called here on Anderson. Just kind of got stuck there as Winton made his move. Anderson, that's one that just kind of happens in that full court pressure when you're doing that, and that happens on occasion. So his third, team 6. Wellsville gets it in to Dylan McCarty. Picks up his dribble, needs some help, gets it over to Jimmy Dorsey, left wing. Dorsey about 26 feet away. Now we'll try and dribble it in. Stops at 15, will fade away, no good, and the rebound brought down by Smith. Maybe numbers if they go quickly. Pass over to Kuhlman, and a nice job there by Smith to wait long enough, and then the pass ahead is intercepted momentarily by Kuhlman. McCarty pops it away from him. It goes off the Kuhlman's shoulder and out of bounds as Wellsville tried to quickly go the other way. But a great job there on that run out by Smith to kind of draw Dorsey to him and then dump it off to Kuhlman on the backside for the layup. Jimmy Dorsey into Willie Dorsey in the corner. He's going to dribble back out, try and drive, and he's going to be whistled for a traveling violation here. And so that'll turn it over the other direction. I didn't see it myself, but the official gets paid to look for those things. I get paid to just call the action. Wagner gets it inbounds to Anderson. Anderson decides, back to Anderson. Now everybody will clear out and let Ty Anderson bring it across the timeline against Des Winton. Left wing decides. Sides going to try and drive in. Dumps it off for Wagner. Back over to Smith. Smith's going to try and drive baseline. Hesitation. Shuffled his feet again. And a whistle and a traveling violation. The first step, just kind of shuffling that step just a little bit. Long pass into the backside to Willie Dorsey. He'll bring it across the timeline. Driving, Euro step, nice shot up, and the layup is good there by Willie Dorsey. He now has 9 points, and the lead back to 8. Sides over to Wagner on the right side. Out top to Smith. Anderson now sides in the corner. Sides drives in, pass to Anderson. Lost it momentarily, able to chase it down. Kicks it in the corner. Sides thought about the three, steps by, kicks it out. Wagner has a look for three. No good. Rebound tipped out. Willie Dorsey has it. He's going to drive in on Anderson. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul there is going to send Willie Dorsey to the free throw line. Anderson kind of came down. Their feet were tangled up, and everybody's okay as they all pop back up, which is good, but Ty Anderson picks up his 4th personal foul and the 7th team foul on the Wildcats. Willie Dorsey going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw on the way for Willie. Too strong off the back rim, no good. Jake Richards and Dylan McCarty going to check in. Schrader and Jimmy Dorsey going to check out. Favor will check in here for Burlington as well. Willie Dorsey's 2nd free throw off the front rim. Offensive rebound by Dylan McCarty. Kicks it back out to Des Winton. Winton going to work there to the right. Try to get it down inside to McCarty. McCarty going strong. Has it knocked out of his hands. No good. And Favor comes away with it. He'll get it to Smith. Smith's going to try and drive into the teeth of the defense. Shot up, off the rim and down. Tough shot there by Smith. 42-36, 5:40 remaining here in regulation. Willie Dorsey kicks it in the corner. Dylan McCarty, and three-pointer on the way. But before the shot went up, a whistle and a timeout. Rick O'Neal calling for that. He's asking for, if he's got a 30, he'll take a 30-second timeout. Looks like Jimmy Dorsey was checking back in. I'm going to keep it right here through this one. 5:34 remaining in regulation. 42-36, the Wellsville Eagle lead. Burlington committing 17 fouls so far here in the second half. Just 3 committed by Wellsville after committing 8 in the first half. But never know, that pressure defense for Wellsville. They just not had as much of it here in the second half. Been more of an up-and-down game here in the second half. Not nearly as much half-court offense. Schrader to trigger it in. Gets it into Willie Dorsey. Looks baseline. Shut off there. Kicks it out Jimmy Dorsey. Left wing out top. Des Winton between the circles. Right side to Roman Schrader. Schrader over to Willie Dorsey. Out to Jimmy Dorsey. Thought about the three. Now pulls it down. Trying to drive baseline. Good defense there by Smith. Dorsey going to pull up from about 8 feet. Floater away. No good. And the rebound there as the push will be called on Dylan McCarty. That'll be his third personal foul. It's the fourth team foul on Wellsville. McCarty trying to did not have the position, but tried to go through a man to make the catch. Favor working against Dorsey as he brings it across the timeline. Poked away. Schrader had it for a moment, and we have a whistle and a foul here. And it's actually going to be out of bounds off of Wellsville. There was a lot of contact. Two guys just kind of going for it. And Roman Schrader was on the in line with the possession here. So, interesting event right there, but Burlington basketball underneath their own basket. Get it into Smith. Smith trying to work. Going to pull around, turn around jumper, rolls around the rim and out. Rebound Jimmy Dorsey for Wellsville. Under 5 minutes to go. 42-36. Willie Dorsey driving the other way. Left-handed layup rolls off the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Burlington. Quickly the Wildcats trying to come the other way. Ball deflected, but Kuhlman able to chase it down. Smith going to pull the trigger on a three from the left wing. No good. Nice rebound there by McCarty. And he tried to get it quickly to Winton, but he threw it away. So Burlington will keep it right here. Now Ty Anderson going to check back into the ball game here. Along with Davison. So Davison and Anderson inside. Wagner and Kuhlman back out on the floor. Kuhlman gets it into Wagner. Back to Kuhlman. Looking to drive. Left-handed floater is up, and it is in. Tough shot there. Nice finish by Kuhlman. He now has 6. Also gets it into Dorsey. He'll slow things up, and a whistle and a timeout called here by Eagle head coach Rick O'Neal. And this will be a full timeout, I do believe. He's going to say 30 once again. And so that we'll just go ahead and keep it right here with 4. Actually, they're going to say it is a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. 4:23 remaining in the fourth. Wellsville 42, Burlington 38. Back in 30. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Ottawa Bible Church is a growing and thriving gospel-centered church. I'm Dave Edwards, a member of OBC, and I'd like to invite you to join us each Sunday morning as we gather for a rich sense of community, lively worship, and the expository preaching of the Word of God. We offer a mid-morning breakfast at 8:45, adult and children's Sunday school at 9:15, and services are at 8 and 10:15. More about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com. We hope to see you soon.
Back at Wellsville, Luke Queen with you. 4:23 remaining here in regulation. Wellsville on top by 4, 42-38. Largest lead of 8 for the Eagles. But Burlington has cut into that, outscoring Wellsville 6-2 so far here in quarter number 4. Zone defense again employed here by Burlington. Jimmy Dorsey going to try and shoot over the top of it. No good, but Dylan McCarty gets the long rebound. He'll kick it back out to Dorsey. Dorsey into the corner to Winton. Trapped in there, pass deflected as it comes out, but Dorsey able to get that one. Throws it back out top. Jake Berg finally secures it for the Eagles. Roman Schrader with it. Going to get it back over to Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey going to try and drive baseline. Step through. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound brought down by Burlington. And now we've got a whistle and a foul on the backside as Jake Berg tried to get in there and trap Side to adjust that rebound. That is going to be his fourth and the fifth team foul. Faber and Smith back in here for Burlington. Willie Dorsey will check in. He'll replace Roman Schrader for the Eagles. Get it into Anderson. Anderson will get it over to Faber. Faber being guarded by Desmond Winton. Back to Anderson. Ty Anderson will bring it across the timeline. Working out between the circles. Left side over to Sam Smith. Smith looking inside. Now back out top to Faber. Faber will back it up. Wellsville extending the defense just a little bit. Smith, left wing. Over to Anderson. Down to Faber. Ball fake and a drive baseline. Looking for contact. Shot up off the glass is good. First basket there for Faber. And the lead down to 2 for the Eagles. 3 minutes remaining here. Des Winton out top. Crossover. Now we'll kick it back out to Jimmy Dorsey. Jimmy Dorsey asking for a screen here. It's one. Cuts in, has the ball knocked away. We've got a whistle and a tie-up, and the alternate possession gives it to Burlington. So the Wildcats can tie things up or take the lead with a 3 on this possession. Roman Schrader will check in. Jimmy Dorsey will take a seat here for a minute. Faber triggers it in to Anderson. Anderson gets it to Davison. Davison drives into the middle of the lane, dumps it off Kuhlman. Kuhlman shot up off the glass, too strong. And the rebound brought down by Schrader. And we've got a whistle there as Kuhlman, I think, tried to slap that ball away and got the arm of Schrader. And it is the third on Max Kuhlman. In the 8th team foul, Raymond's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Jimmy Dorsey going to check in here. He's going to replace Jake Berg. First free throw for Schrader. On the way. He rolls around the rim and in. Roman earns the second after making the first. Now Sides will check in. He's going to replace Faber. 3-point advantage here with 2:43 to go. Schrader trying to make it 4 here for the Eagles. Shot on the way. And around the rim and off, no good. Loose ball rebound picked up by Smith. They get it over to Anderson. Sides along the left side, gets it out to Smith. Smith sees the lane, going to drive. Shot goes up, no good. Partially blocked there by McCarty. We'll give it off to Winton. Up to Willie Dorsey, sees the lane. He's going to take it strong to the bucket. Up off the glass and in. Willie Dorsey with another bucket here in the fourth. Pushes the lead back out to 5. Sides with it in the corner. Back to Davidson. Davidson going to go in. Shot up off the glass is in. That's his first bucket, and a whistle and a foul on Wellsville is going to send him to the free throw line to shoot 1. 16 foul on the Eagles. The second foul on Jimmy Dorsey. Trenton Davison. Free throw on the way, rolls around, and it finds its way into the bottom of the net. So the 3-point play makes it a 2-point ball game. Burlington going to come out full court press once again here. Jimmy Dorsey going to check back in now. Dorsey will trigger the inbounds. Has Des Winton, Willie Dorsey, Jake Berg, and Dylan McCarty out there with him. Gets it in to Willie Dorsey. Willie, and almost had it taken away there by Wagner, but a whistle and a foul as Wagner got the arm of Willie Dorsey Fouls on Wagner, his first. It's the 9th team foul on Burlington. And that's going to send Willie Dorsey to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. First free throw on the way is good, so Willie earns the second. There's 1 of 3 now at the line for Willie. Dorsey, second free throw off the front rim, no good. Battle for the rebound and a jump ball, and it will stay with Wellsville as it was a tie-up. So the alternate possession will go to the Eagles this time. It's a 3-point game here with 2:08 remaining. Jake Berg to trigger it in here for the Eagles. Gets it into Winton in the corner. Dez will dribble it back out. Being guarded closely by Anderson. And a timeout here as Winton had picked up his dribble. It'll be called by Wellsville. I believe that'll be their last timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a 30-second break with them. With 2:01 remaining here in regulation, Wellsville 46, Burlington 43, back in 30. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Do your relationships keep winding up in the same bad place with breakups, abuse, manipulation, or abandonment? There is a better way. Life Care Center of Ottawa offers hope for breaking old relationship cycles and achieving lasting change. Through a fun weekly group called Birth of a Family, you have the opportunity to engage with mentors who are working through life just like you. Lively discussion guides you toward new perspectives about God's design for you and your family and helps get to the root of damaging lifestyle and relationship choices. Want to get off the merry-go-round? Call Life Care today at 785-242-4500.
Back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you. 2:01 remaining on the clock here in regulation. A 3-point ball game. Wellsville 46, Burlington 43. We've got one that's looks like it's gonna come down to the wire here. Jake Berg to trigger it in here for the Eagles. He'll get it in the corner to Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey ISO'd over there. Going to kick it back out top to Willie Dorsey. Left wing now, Desmond Winton. Going to get a screen from Berg. Gets it over right wing to Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey now with the count started will make a move towards the baseline, kick it back out. Looks like Wellsville okay here, just kind of holding on to the basketball and killing some time. Dorsey out top to brother Willie Dorsey. Left side, Dylan McCarty to Des Winton. Winton dribbles out of it, gets it over Willie Dorsey, turns the corner, now kicks it over to the left wing to Jimmy Dorsey. I have a really high dribble weave here. Des Winton to Jake Berg. Berg going to kick it over to Jimmy Dorsey. Jimmy Dorsey, now we've got a whistle and a foul, and it looks like Smith's going to come up and be called for that one. That'll be his first. It'll be the 10th team foul, and so that's going to send Jimmy Dorsey to the free throw line to shoot 2. Smith was coming out to just try and get a 5-count started. The first free throw by Dorsey is good. He now has 20. 47-43. Second free throw by Jimmy Dorsey is also good. So the lead up to 5. 63 seconds remaining. Anderson across midcourt, kicks it in the corner. Wagner steps through, floater from about 6 feet, no good. Jimmy Dorsey brings the rebound down. Going to try and dribble it out. Now he takes a little bit of a bump there. Max Kuhlman's going to be whistled for that one. And I got to make this a possession ball game here. That's his 4th on Kuhlman. And it's going to send Jimmy back to the free throw line. First free throw by Jimmy Dorsey is good. Davison going to check in here. He's going to replace Cody Long for Burlington. Jimmy Dorsey's second is good as well. So 4 for 4 here in the fourth quarter in the last 13 seconds is Jimmy Dorsey. And the lead that was 3 is now 7, 50-43. Wellsville going to put a little token on. Davidson breaks it quickly into the front court. And he kicks it back out, and a timeout going to be called here by Burlington. It's going to be a full timeout. And so we'll take another 30-second break with them. 44.8 remaining here in regulation. Wellsville 50, Burlington 43. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And back here at Wellsville High School, Luke Queen with you once again. 44.8 seconds remaining here in regulation. Wellsville with a 7-point advantage, 50-43. Burlington with the ball and the possession arrow. So we'll see if that comes into play here this evening. Wellsville trying to get out of here with a victory. Both these teams have lost all their close games and seeing if they can get something taken care of here tonight, but we expected a fun one between these two schools, and we are getting exactly what we expected. Sides to trigger it in on the far side of the court, right in front of the Wellsville student section. He'll get it into Ty Anderson. Over to Smith on the right wing. He'll get a screen from Kuhlman, not going to use it. Kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson back to Smith. Smith going to move to his left. Tries to make a move down the lane, pulls up, shot off the glass, no good, and a rebound, nice position and rebound there by Jake Berg. Quickly ahead to Dylan McCarty. McCarty tried to slow it up, but he'll be fouled, and now Dylan McCarty will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I believe the foul is going to go on sides, and it will. I thought that was who was in the area. It's his third. The double bonus continue. Dylan McCarty, first free throw on the way is good. Schroeder will return. Roman will take over for Jake Berg. Lead up to 8. Second free throw by McCarty off the front rim, no good. Davidson brings the rebound down. Willie Dorsey came in to slow him up and reached in and committed a foul, which is not what we wanted to do. It's going to send Davidson to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. For Willie, that's his third personal foul. It's the 7th team foul on the Eagles. So points of ability to score some points with no time coming off the clock. First free throw by Davidson. Rolls off, no good. Rebound brought down by McCarty. Gets it over to Jimmy Dorsey. Dorsey. Smith looking for some help, maybe a trap there. Jimmy Dorsey will pick it up. Now Wellsville looks like they're going to dribble it out, but actually steal here by Ty Anderson. Tough move. Layup up off the glass is good. And a whistle and a timeout called here by Burlington with 4.1 seconds remaining and a 6-point lead for Wellsville. It's a 30-second timeout. Burlington just trying to get the clock stopped there and set up their defense. Nice job there as Wellsville was going to try and run the clock out, it looked like. And Burlington looked like they might have missed an opportunity to commit a foul, but then a steal. And Ty Anderson going strong the other way, made a tough shot, and then a quick timeout taken by Burlington. 51-45 with 4.1 seconds remaining here in regulation. Wellsville needs to get this into some space and kill some time off here. Just 4 seconds to run away. Wellsville going to kind of go with a stack here for their press break. Schroeder to trigger it in. Gets it into Willie Dorsey. Immediately fouled there by Side. That's going to send Willie Dorsey back to the free throw line. So the double bonus once again. 2.5 seconds remaining. Willie toes the stride for the first. Free throw on the way, left it a little bit short, no good. Second free throw by Dorsey, and this one is good. We'll lead up to 7. And we've got a whistle and a timeout here And it looked like they didn't blow a whistle after the ball got in play. And so we're just at 0.8 seconds on the clock here, and Burlington calls a timeout. I think Coach was trying to get the officials' attention prior to the pass coming in play. Did not get it in time. The pass came in, one dribble, whistle went off. So a second and a half ran off the clock. So we just really got Wellsville just stand out of the way. The only thing that they have to worry about is this being a 4-point victory or a 7-point victory. 4 or 5 points is 7, depending on what Burlington can do, because there's just 0.8 catch and shoot. 1 second is going to run off the clock here. Burlington's going to suffer their 4th close defeat of the season. Wellsville going to get their first close win of the year. They said Wellsville a couple 30-point victories and then 4-point loss and a 1-point loss on their resume so far on the season. Wagner triggered in, and it's touched, and that will be the final horn of the night. And the final score will be Wellsville 52 and Burlington 45. So the Eagles do get the win and improve their record to 2-3 overall. Burlington falling to 1-4 on the season. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout so I can get the totals added up. When we come back, we'll get to the totals and wrap things up from here at Wellsville. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Needing work? Want to do something different? KOFO is looking for someone to fill a part-time position as the host of the Sunday morning gospel favorite show. No previous experience is necessary, but must have a good work ethic, good communication skills, be familiar with computer operations, and have your own transportation. If interested, send us an email at kofo@kofo.com. No phone calls, please. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is Derek Chappell, Senior Marketing Consultant at KOFO, and this is not a commercial for one of our advertisers. It's a thank you from all of them and us for shopping local this holiday season. When you do, the money stays in our community, which helps everyone, especially your friends and neighbors who own these local businesses. When you visit one of our advertisers, thank them for sharing their message and letting you know that you can get what you're looking for conveniently right here in your own backyard. We're just glad to help connect the two of you. Shop local, shop often this holiday season. And thank you from KOFO and our advertisers.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children, you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or a rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
And back at Wellsville here, where the Wellsville Eagles defeated Burlington by a final of 52-45 here in the boys matchup. Leading the way for Burlington, senior Sam Smith had 18, 8 points for Ty Anderson. 3 points apiece for Cody Long and Trenton Davison. 2 points each for Evan Combs, Sage Favor, and Jamie Wagner. 1 point for Hayden Sides. For Wellsville, they were led by Jimmy Dorsey with 23. Willie Dorsey added 13. 6 points for Roman Schroeder and 5 points apiece for Desmond Winton and Dylan McCarty. But the Eagles improved 2-3 on the season and with the win, falling to 1-4 is Burlington with the loss. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Bob back in the studio. Wellsville gets the split. Burlington girls winning 74-27 over Wellsville, but the boys get the win for Wellsville 52-45. Signing off from Wellsville High School, I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, and by Ottawa University, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, the Memory Lane Christmas Light Display, and Arvest Bank. For more information about our next KOFO Game of the Week broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.